5 seconds. Okay, I'm going to go. Hello, boys and girls. How's it going? GameCam here, and welcome to Rally Call 2017, supporting International Animal Rescue. It looks like it's going to be really good. I mean, we've already clocked up £2,264. That's incredible. I mean, before the events even started, we're clocking up so many donations. It's absolutely incredible to see, you know, how much you guys are willing to give, and it's only going to get better, I think. It's just incredible to see how generous people can be, and it's so good seeing that everyone's going to turn out, and the amount of people we have is just incredible. You guys are really going to love it. I mean, we've got some interesting casters, we've got some interesting players. It should be an all-round laugh. I mean, it's last time. Anyone who's seen the last one will realize this is no way going to be like any other tournament you've seen. It is always crazy, incredible fun, and it's always an absolute blast every single time. And obviously, it's for a really good cause as always. International Animal Rescue. They don't just do things for international, like abroad animals. They do stuff for a lot of domestic things as well, which I think a lot of people don't realize is the fact that they actually do a lot for all types of animals all around the world, and it's incredible. Obviously, we've now got Dreamboats in here now, who will be helping cast the first match. How's it going?
That's pretty good. It's a nice, bright, early 11 a.m. here in Victoria. I'm glad to be here.
Oh, sounds really good. What are you sort of expecting from this? Are you expecting sort of, normal run-of-the-mill sixes, or are you expecting some more interesting things?
I am expecting the gimmicks and all the gimmicks.
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be very interesting. And the first match is going to be on Process, which is a bit dull, but it should still, again, the amount of people we've got messing around on there, it's going to be really cool.
I don't know what Process you watch, because I can't remember the last time I actually saw a dope game of Process. I mean, I think it's going to be fantastic. It's got to be.
Well, obviously, we've got some fantastic sponsors as well. I'm just quickly saying, obviously, we've got Teamwork.tf, who have an encyclopedia of TF2 YouTubers, and they've got loads more features during their revamp they've got going on. The servers we're going to be using are Serveme.tf, which provide free servers and extra servers for if you donate. And it's so easy to set up a server with them. It's incredible. And we also have Harpoon Gaming, who is a nice little Steam TF2 community, which we used some of their servers for the pre-event, and we will use them again for the post-event. And we have STN Trading, who provide banking services and other little things for you traders out there. And don't worry, I'm not going to be casting. I'll move it on to the professionals in a minute when we start. I just quickly wanted to get in the little shout-outs here and there while we still could.
Absolutely. I mean, it's always great to see just the amount of support that's, already behind this event from some of the sponsors, and some of the support we've already got from the community. I see there's a good view count out there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're clocking up 216. I mean, for the pre-event, we were still clocking up about 100. It was incredible to see how many people turn out to actually watch this. And it's really humbling to see how many people are actually really, really excited for it. I mean, I will admit, from last year's, it's just grown so large. It's just incredible to see how much it's grown. It's really been like a massive turnaround. I mean, last time we got £423, so we've almost almost got 5 times as much as we did last year, which is just ridiculous.
I believe last year at the starting of Rally Call, there was sub 50 people here at the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, I would admit we were unfortunate. There was another charity stream going on, which was unfortunate. But we still actually clocked up really, really good numbers and really, really good. But nothing in comparison to this year. This year is just amazing. And we've got some amazing contributions all over. I mean, the art you can see coming up here. Some of it was actually really, really good. All of it was great to see. It was really good that everyone was willing to, provide. I mean, everyone was contributing front and center. It was just like the amount of people that came out to support it was amazing.
And I mean, this is just the start too. I mean,
oh yeah. I mean,
that's what's lovely about this too. Is we're absolutely blown away by the the support here at the beginning.
Well, I mean, like,
this is a whole event we have ahead of us. We've got a lot more to be excited about coming up here, including the tournament.
Okay, let's just quickly take us over to the donations because we've got lots of donations coming in as we speak. One of the more recent ones we have from Wicked, who donated €250, says save the animals. For $250, I'll save all the animals. That's amazing. Anonymous, who donated $40, says save the babies. Well, I mean, I don't know about you, but I always treat my pets like little furry babies. It's just incredible.
I mean, pets are so special. They're the kind of thing that, I mean, has anyone seen John Wick? If happened to my pet, I think I would go on that kind of a rampage.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean,
save all of them.
It's just like the amount. I mean, from that video we saw earlier, it was just like some of the animals there. Like, how could you ever abuse something? This just looks so cute. It's just again, the work we're doing here is amazing. Is every single pound, euro, dollar, whatever it is you can give us will really help. And really go somewhere where it's needed, and it's just going to be really good to see how much we can actually raise by the end. I think we can. I mean, if we all donated in, I think we could possibly hit 4K.
I mean, we're at 82% of your goal, and it is day one, hour one. It is very early on, so I think it's absolutely doable.
I'm about to say, I'm definitely going to have to push up the target. But we should be setting up here. A lot of the teams are getting into the server now. We should be clocking up to getting toward the match now.
Yeah, and I heard someone hop in this channel as well. So we got both casters here. We're in good shape.
That was a sneaky Marxist coming in.
Oh, I didn't even notice him.
But yeah, they must apparently War's here, so
I think I'm here.
Okay,
there he is.
Ready to go now, boys?
Yeah, we got the sneaky War. Everything's working out here.
Oh, everything's coming out roses, boys.
We've got the other cynical Brit.
Hi.
Hello, how's it going?
Sorry I'm late.
It's fine. Better late than never.
Yeah, I was watching some of the videos of the YouTubers and I fell asleep.
Well, I can't wait for you to be woken up by the lively play that we're about to get here, right?
I'm excited. I've never felt so excited in my life.
It should be really good. Oh, here we go. We're coming to the place now as they're ready to starting up soon.
Can I have a connect?
I would like to connect as well. I can do my best casting on a nice delay from what I see on stream, but I'm not entirely sure that's what
for this rally call. We were actually trying a new style of casting in which the casters do not get to watch the game; they can only hear it.
Yep, it's like do you ever watch that TV show where they just sit in chairs facing the other way around? It's kind of like that. Turn around when you think something interesting is happening.
I missed that TV show.
I had never even heard of that TV show.
Yeah, I don't think it exists.
It does exist, I swear. I don't think I was just picking it up. But let's just again, WARHURYEAH, do you think that this is going to be a fairly interesting match? What are you expecting?
I don't think anything can prepare me for what we're about to witness. I don't think we're in for as much of a a delightful treat as we'd expect.
Yeah.
I'm expecting a lot of high quality Team Fortress 2.
Yeah.
I don't think I operate on a plane where I am going to be able to even contemplate and quite understand just the level of next level strats that we see coming out here. I think this is going to be, this could be the future of TF2.
Well, you know, there's a lot of people that say that there will be an amalgamation between some of the casual people and some of the more competitive people. We'll see new metas coming in.
That Source TV only has one slot.
Yes.
Oh, does it?
Mm.
Oh, I see.
Which means that it's full.
Okay, hang on.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it's a bit of a hiccup that when you can't get onto the server or the game you meant to cast.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. We'll have to quickly sort that out now then.
I feel this is intentional. I feel like just kind of tell me that I'm only here because you wanted to bait me.
It was all a ruse, Dreamboat. The charity is all a lie, just to bait you.
Damn, that is the longest of con. 2 years in the making.
Yeah, it was a lot of dedication for this joke.
Aren't jokes meant to be funny though?
Oh
no.
I mean, it depends. If we're talking about actual jokes, yes. If we're talking about any of your jokes, War, not so much.
Ooh.
Ow. That hurts.
So have you guys ever heard about the charity before this?
No. Do tell me all about this charity.
Well, the charity is obviously International Unrest people on the to talk to all of the people in the Twitch about it. But it is actually about like sort of saving animals all around the world. They actually do loads of work. I thought because when you hear International Animal Rescue, you always think of sort of like some faraway forest where it's only chimp, but they actually do a lot of domestic stuff as well.
I'm going on the website right now. Oh wow, they do cat rescues.
Hey, War, you have a cat.
I do. Wow, this is relevant to my interest. How can I donate?
Or can we just talk about how you should be the spokesperson for every charity?
Yeah, but how do I donate to this charity?
Well, obviously, funny you should say that. We have the Just Giving website. All you have to do is !donate, and it should come up. And you can donate in either items or we have money as well. Good old-fashioned money never goes amiss.
Ah, yes, money.
Well, obviously, I understand some people obviously prefer to do keys. To get the badge, though, you need to remember, boys and girls, you have to donate 3 keys to get the badge. Just saying that now before people get confused, because some people look at the wrong conversion rates and get that wrong.
We do have item donations this time.
Oh yeah. We managed to sort that out, so you guys can donate keys and get yourself a swanky new badge. It's all nice and purple. It's very shiny. Certainly looks very good in almost all cosmetic sets. One of a kind. Yeah, in terms of the fact that you'll only get it this year.
I would donate, but I'm poor because I have to feed my own animal, and if I don't do that, then it will be a part of the charity, which is ultimately a bad thing.
This just in: the next charity for Rally Call will be Jesse Animal Rescue.
Yeah, please feed her. You can do that at twitch.tv/WARHURYEAH/subscribe. I'm sorry, I have to use a charitable platform to plug my own stuff. That's what the YouTubers are here for.
See, I'm jealous. If you go to twitch.tv/Dreamboat_/subscribe, nothing shows up because there isn't a sub button. Feels bad.
And there isn't an underscore either, so unless it's in your username.
It is in my username. Oh, okay. Dreamboat_, that's the twist.
Someone's just been timed out for putting that in the channel. That's rude. Oh no, there's a
buddy Deg, fellow Canadian. I do not stand for this abuse of Canadians. This will not be tolerated. Please help free Canadians. Your donations today can make us a better country.
But isn't Canada already a pretty good country?
I mean, yeah, we don't have Trump.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you guys are already doing 10 times better than us.
Political chats. Yay.
Well, back on something a lighter topic than that. These matches that you guys are going to be seeing today. I know I've talked to both you guys. Kind of, this is just going to be something of a whole not awful, but completely different thing. Not the TF2 6s we're used to seeing. And
do the people playing understand the potential ridicule of their actions?
Oh yes, they most certainly do.
Oh, that's right then. That's fine.
That's part of the fun, man.
I mean, I don't want to burn any bridges before I've even built them. You know.
Well, I wouldn't worry about that. Everyone here, everyone can take a joke. You know, kind of have to be able to, I assume, to either be either a high-profile person like a commentator or a player or a YouTuber.
I mean, that's a secret to me getting here. I've never been able to take a joke. I just get offended by everything, hurt, and then I hold it together for the extent of the cast, and then I go back to my bed and cry for an hour, and then I'm good to go for the next one.
Oh wow, that's just such a beautiful ritual.
That's what Rob the Awesome does as well.
I can't wait to see
does.
I can't wait to see how heavily WARHURYEAH makes me cry by the end of tonight.
Hey,
I will expect a lot of tears to be shed.
You can get some advice on that from Bren. He'll be able to tell you how to cope.
I mean, the first thing I figured that you'd do to make me cry is you just send me pictures of your cat, and I just cry for how cute it is.
No, I do it all the time. It really does ruin my day, though. You always have to just like, oh, I want to get out of bed, but I can't.
How do you deal with like the situation where it does something and you get mad and you're like, you look at the face and you're like, I want to yell, I just can't.
I don't really do, to be honest. I don't think there's ever been a point when I've yelled at my cat, even when she attacks me in like a blind rage and gouges my eyes out so I can't see. Seriously, oh, it's just so cute.
I thought I've heard you yell at your cat on stream.
Maybe. I don't remember.
Well,
I'm not really... Well, there won't be any difference in the tone of voice, so it'll be very, very difficult for anyone to really know if I am yelling or not.
Oh yeah, you only have a certain amount of passion per year.
Yeah, I've used all that up.
Oh man, already you're gonna have a rough year.
I know. Yeah, I know. I am.
No,
I thought so.
He's into the reserve tank here. He's quickly going to burn next year's hype just for the sake of the
surviving. Ooh. Well, speaking of Cherry, while we're here, why don't we talk about the actual team members? So, Team 2, which is Team Unbalanced, we have Dr. Lovecat, Johnny, RTGame. You're going to be seeing him casting the next game along with our friend War here. Scott, Spectrum.tf, and the Monkey Spy. Not really familiar with these guys, but I know a bit more about who they're going up against, and that is, wow, Team 7 is named 7 with a 7 in place of the V. That's original.
Hey.
Wow. So, Team 7 might get beat by a bunch of YouTubers. So, and that team is Captain Cannon Man, Critical Beef, HH Gamers, Lekrum, Purple Merch, and Socks. So for the viewers, if you guys got someone you're rooting for, make sure to be looking out for them. And just root them on, cheer, and give us all your energy while we try to fix these technical difficulties.
I mean, I think we're finally here, so this is a good
time.
I have made it.
Are you guys in now?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm just viewing all the, glamorous loadouts everybody's got.
Okay.
Fashion critic.
Is this what it's like to be famous? Man,
yeah, is this what
be nice.
Yeah, I think I really need to start making some YouTube videos. You know, like if they get all this stuff, I'm doing something wrong.
I'll tell them to get started in a second then. Get going.
I mean, I do a pretty good YouTuber impersonation as well.
I have watched quite a bit of your content, so you
would
be a good one.
Do you wanna hear my impression?
Absolutely.
Hi guys, welcome again to another edition of TF2's coolest and hippest loadout 2017, featuring your boy WARHURYEAH. Now, before we get started, I'd like to remind you all to just press onto the main channel and press the little bell icon to receive a notification email whenever I upload a video, so then you can keep up to date on all the latest content that I upload. Did you like that?
Wow. I'm sorry. I can't believe that is actually you. I was just like checking Discord. I didn't hear the noise. I thought someone else honestly got in this channel. Mainly because that was about 10 times the amount of hype I think I've ever heard you have.
Yeah, it's really difficult. I basically have to channel everything, all of my energy, and just sort of think of the YouTube money, and then that's it. And all I have to do is just think about being the most unoriginal person ever, and that's it. I instantly become a YouTuber.
And I mean, being unoriginal has got us 12 people in this server, so it works clearly.
It does. Maybe next year I'll be on the server. I won't be casting. I'll be playing.
Yeah, at least you don't have a wrist injury, so that's not going to stop you from doing it.
Not yet, though.
So, I mean, I'm not familiar with a lot of these people. I'm sure you aren't really either.
I am.
I want your prediction.
None. A prediction of the two teams of which I know none of the players.
Exactly.
Let me just have a little look at their loadouts, though, because you can always tell who's the best by how much sick stuff they're wearing. There's some items I've never seen. I'm starting now anyway. But can I just say the red team?
Yeah, absolutely.
They're going to win 5-0.
I'm going to have to go with the blue team on principle, because they have a guy named Critical Beef, and really what I think he might be doing all game is just that, beefing.
That's the red team. Oh, you think that my team's going to beef?
Yeah, exactly. Into this first mid, and red has grabbed the high ground. Blue is not even through choke, so my prediction is already looking a little bit weak here.
Yeah, mate. It's because you've got an engineering team that's built a mini century on second.
Hey, holding second is very
not gonna
key.
win if you need to like go into their channel and get them rallied up, because that's in a really defensive position. Let's defend second. I've got my mini sentry.
Mini sentry that I think this medic might pick here with a crossbow. That's a rally spy. He's got a couple. He's got 3 now. He's doing stuff.
He's going for it again, but the mini sentry dies again. It's over.
Oh, but the Uber charge, it is on Critical Beef here. He hasn't actually found anything, and he's gonna go down, getting dropped by his medic. I mean, this is somehow working out for blue. Mini Sentry NG aside, and it's crits coming in. If they can hit shots, they're gonna frag some stuff, and I think Unbalanced Johnny has finally remembered what clicking on people is, if he can kill this medic. If he can click on him, in the slightest, at all. I would appreciate. Okay, he's got the Boston Batcher. That works.
Just got a 5-man.
Wow.
Well, that's higher quality than I'd ever expected we'd ever get.
And here's the most exciting part, at least for me. Look what's still on blue. They still have the engineer, and they've got that dispenser up on their second. So
nice. And he's got the mini sentry on mid. Look at that cover. Unfortunately, it dies. It was good though. It did some damage to the scout, and it didn't stop his medic from dying.
Oh, you can't win them all, but you can win a lot more of them if you're not playing engineer.
See, if Uncle Dane was here though, he would be able to sort of do something, I feel. There's 2 scouts on the medic of red as well, and no one's turned around to help him.
And he somehow kills one of them. Impact Fragger, the medic. I think that's probably the best Fragger we're gonna see all day.
Yeah, and there's the there's the forward dispenser in PC for the blue team. Brilliant. It's just sneaky dispenser. It's gonna if anyone on blue gets behind the red team, they can just make their way into red's PC and get healed right back up to full, slowly but surely.
Yes, I think it's a level 1, so I mean that's not the fastest healing method. I mean you might actually heal faster waiting for a health pack. Oh, and it's gonna have an impact, I believe. Not if everybody going near it gets absolutely shredded by a heavy. But critical beef will go down. Scott again is dead, but ooh, Fluffcat. He's got a sniper rifle. He's got a kill.
He did, and that's his first kill of the game. And he's got an Australian as well. This isn't fair.
Maybe. Here's a scary concept. These guys are doing a lot of work here for the pets, right?
Maybe. Yeah, I guess
What if they all donated their unusuals? Think about how much we'd have.
Someone needs to crunch the numbers and work out the net worth of all the players on all the games that are playing. And then we're gonna make them feel guilty into donating all their stuff to the animals as well. Because we're gonna say that they're gonna do it.
And I mean, maybe we should do it for everybody in chat as well. But if chat doesn't want to be called out, they could donate. And okay, did you see that? Purple Merch just popped up the medic and hit a big air shot. That really wasn't what I expected to see here today.
I know that I'm pretty sure quite a few of these players don't even know that he can look up. But he's one of the players that definitely can.
I think the fact that he can look up is going to be really the difference maker here. The level, the mini sentry on second is not there. Scott is still an engineer, but he's swapped over. He's going for the level 1 on last. It's an upgrade.
Has he? Oh yeah, he's slipped away from the mini sentries as well. So he's now going for the main sentry. Feels like he needs that damage, you know, and it's not worked.
And nothing is really working for blue. They're getting absolutely shredded. And they're not paying attention to the point as someone's capping the point. And really, what can you do? If people start capping the point and you don't look at it, you're kind of in trouble.
I mean, it's not looking good for your team. And I feel like Purple Merch, I don't know who he is, but I'm looking for a soldier next season.
He looks to be a certified fragger. I think you might have a good pickup there. If you were scout.
So he did the fast rollout as well. This guy has experience in playing video games.
He came to the show.
I don't have an engineer on mid this time.
He is playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers, and I think that might actually be the difference in this game. Look at the Demo Man as well, Captain Cannon Man, just way up ahead there, just ripping in the cannonball. There's gonna be, it's looking better for blue. They killed the first person. It's an upgrade. I don't think they killed anyone last mid.
Yeah, that's that is true. It's always an improvement. Turns out when you have an engineer to mid, things may not necessarily go your way. Scott is unbalanced, the engineer from the previous round. So he's actually doing a lot more as Soldier though, because he's not dead.
And you know, his main source of damage, his mini sentry, as an engineer, was on second. His main source of damage, a rocket launcher, was on mid. So really, your potential goes up there too.
Dispenser, you know, that was the actual key part. The mini sentry was just a distraction for the dispenser.
Can we just talk about how long that scout stayed alive?
Yeah, that was really bad. I mean, that was challenging. That's more positive.
And that was I think that might be the hardest to kill scout I've seen since Free State at Granary mid.
That's a reference that 90% of people in the chat will not understand. Maybe.
That is true.
I don't know. It depends on how many competitive people are in chat. I type load.
I can. That's all I'm good for is the topical competitive references. So this might be an issue here. But look at this. They're in like the murder corner, and that medic, he's getting slain. Spectrum gets his life removed, and they think he probably wants to just be removed from the server after his team let him down.
Yeah, there was a nice little melee battle as well in sewers. That was won by the Doorman. That was pretty interesting. A 1v1 happened. There's a soldier on mid, doesn't get the medic, which is unfortunate. But you can't kill these guys because it's my team.
And I think really what has this voting the best for you is there are 2 people like on second and they just won like a 2v5.
3
people backed off.
Yeah. And you still have and Lovecat's still sniping. And he might. Oh, he does miss the standing still heavy one. That's when you gotta sort of sit there and think, could I do something else? And then you realise you've reached your peak. You can't get any better than what you are now. Are they playing all the normal rule set as well? So there's there's a spy. There's a spy.
Lacrum. I mean, you had to expect this. Look at his name. It's Lacrum. Like, I think most French things, some French things start
French?
with Le. So
Is it?
Lacrum. I don't know.
Lacrum.
But
Let me Google that.
It sounds French. Spy is French. It just makes too much sense. Except somehow Blue, despite being bunched up, are fragging, but Lacrum gets raided and he face stabs the medic and gets the heavy. Like, that was an absolute face stab. So
that was like the most face stab I've ever witnessed. Ever. Like, the medic was actually just they were practically kissing each other. They were so face to face.
And now I think even TF2 wants your team to win this game, so it's breaking the rules of the game to do it.
It's beautiful. These are my boys. This is my team. Don't know who any of these guys are, but I'll call them my boys for the narrative of this game.
Do you have room on the bandwagon for your boys?
No, mate, you can't fucking just swap over just because you made the wrong colour selection. I used the net worth of the players and who looked like the coolest loadout to decide my winners. There's a sniper on mid as well. One of your snipers, Lovecat, is just hiding. He's trying to see if he can get the body shot on the medic. He gets heavy! But he gets a shot.
And then he gets absolutely annihilated by HH Gamers.
Could have waited and gone for the medic, but no.
Patience is a virtue, and
yeah.
I mean, actually, you'd think they have patience because I don't have the patience to make a YouTube video. So I mean, you gotta have some form of patience for that.
I guess so. They've got 19 HP down man just sitting in one, gets out for free. Nice focus targets.
Spectrum actually missed an arrow on a standing still heavy. That
oh my
feels
god.
bad.
Lecron is like beefing. Well, not beefing, he's pounding, that's the one. He just sort of ran in through the side and just got like about 10 meat shots off of everybody in their team and no one turned around to kill him.
Turning around to kill things is hard. I mean, when you use a sensitivity, like I'm assuming most of these guys do, where it's like 7,000 DPI with the max in-game sense, turning around, it's like, how do I move my mouse slow enough that I only turn around once?
He's too close for me. If I move my mouse, I'll do a 360 and end up back where I was.
If I move it, I'll do a 720.
It's a spy backup.
I'm surprised it didn't work. It really felt like one of the gimmicks that would work. We've seen a lot of gimmicks.
And you know what? They somewhat unbalanced Johnny has taken the initiative. Even though the spy's dead, he's now going pyro. He has identified the possibility of a further spy backup. And he's going to show us how awful the pyro is.
Now the real question is and I guess the answer is to be no. Lacrim is not on Spy again. But I was thinking, are we gonna have a Corsa moment where he just sits there for 7 minutes waiting to get that back cap? Not gonna happen.
No, they did crits into an Uber and they did drop a player, so that's actually a pretty. Oh wait, no, they've neglected the point. Purple merch is pounding. Everyone's so. Oh my god, this is literally just gonna be a mulch.
That was a bloodbath. Wow, that was a slaughtering.
Look at Critical Beef. He's swole. He is showing, and he is getting ripped. There's a pyro sitting on his head.
You should send me some of those workout tips or something.
I think it's just eating bologna, which is the ingredients of the sandwich. That's a bit of a tidbit there.
Man, I need. Oh, did you see that? Unbalanced Johnny tried to rocket jump as a pyro. Not entirely sure.
Yeah, it's not as good as me. I do that all the time.
I mean, your first mistake is playing pyro, and then your second mistake is saying that you're good at something on pyro. But Lacrum has hit some headshots. He's opening things up. He's doing stuff.
I just technically admitted to being good at finger painting, I guess.
Pretty much. It's never something you want to admit. People just have to assume. It's like, oh, he has opened the game once. He can probably play pyro. You never want to acknowledge.
Come on, there's going to be pyro mains that I'm watching that are going to be heartbroken. Did something happen?
Scott! He hit another air shot! Like a different one, the guy was popped up by the pyro and he just smacked him in the face with a rocket. I'm just caught off guard by like mediocre skill showing up in this game.
The red team look like they're a competent set of players. This is a bit weird. I don't know if they're really good or blue are really bad. I mean, they've still got a sniper. Lovecat is still sniping. He is determined to do something highlight worthy so he can pop it on YouTube and get some of that ad revenue.
But I'm not sure how that'll work out, considering Lacrum, though is dead now, has been absolutely outclassing him on the Semper class.
Pretty much on any class, though.
I mean, that goes for pretty much anyone on red versus anyone on blue.
Well,
really, it's
unbalanced John. Yeah, I was going to say, he's doing alright. He's got a number of points.
Yeah, but you have to, like, subtract 30 from the fact that he's playing pyro.
Now, though, you know, he's playing pyro now in a defensive situation. You get a pass on that. That's the only time it's allowed. Oh, okay.
This is the conundrum I'm having, is how much credit do you give the pyro?
I probably didn't realise he ran it to mid because it probably had no impact, which is why. Oh, he got an air blast! Sick! He pressed mouse too!
Hey, I mean, that is a lot better than some of the other people on his team probably are even capable. And
he's doing the right thing. One more button.
He is denying the Uber, so he has watched a game of Badlands Last, and he's figured out what competitive players do with that class.
Is this a best of 3?
I am not sure.
It's first to 5.
Oh, no, I mean the series, a best of 3 series, or was it just one map?
It's elimination. So when a team loses, they're out for good, and then we move on.
Oh, so mate.
This is their only chance to win.
Lose. They're going down. They are going to have to literally all log out of the Steam accounts, log back in, well, as the same player, quote unquote, and hopefully that will somewhat give them skill. Maybe if there were some players that they could just, you know, sneakily let them log in on their account.
Yeah, can we quickly sub out Lovecat for like free state? And oh my, the spy runs past the medic to get the demo or the soldier. Thanks, spy.
Wow, I feel like somewhat unbalanced Johnny. Can't help but feel that these are somewhat unbalanced teams. Whew. Oh, I've been sitting on that. Got that one.
That was quality.
Yeah, critical beef is covered in piss. And he gets taken down. And now there's a 1v1 duel. Lovecat gets another frag. That's going to take his tally up to...
Probably 2.
2.
But, you know, Purple Mert, your hero, the guy you're picking up next season, he managed to erase Lovecat from the server. He's the big-time fragger.
He is.
You know, there's just a scout there trying to take on an Uber by himself because he is that good. He doesn't need any help. I mean, he has help, but he really doesn't need it because he is just going to be right-clicking or just clicking on these guys, you know?
Yeah, he went for the pistol shots, though, when he's got the winger and against the full scout. That's a mistake, Lecron, but we'll let it pass. Not everybody can be me. I mean, Banny can be perfect.
I mean, it is one of the few things, well, I shouldn't say few, it's one of the many things that has always managed to escape me perfection. So, I can attest to how difficult it is to achieve.
Yeah, I can as well.
Did
Lecron.
Purple Merch just go for Market Garden?
I think so. Lecron also, they went for like a, you know, a sync play on the medic. That's like, that requires organization. I mean, critical beef has also been heavy throughout the entire game, and I thought it was a piss take, but he can certainly shoot weaker players.
I mean, it's a lot easier to just perpetually aim at things when they have incredible difficulty aiming at you. Where is Lovecat going?
He's been practicing on TR Walkway.
That was
Where is Lovecat?
He ran into IT, like past the heavy,
Ah,
and then
classic.
head first into 2 scouts as a sniper.
That's a classic. That's just one of those strats that he's probably got up his sleeve.
I'm just gonna walk by everybody and hope they don't notice me strat. Usually works better on Spy.
Probably, yeah. But
Unless
there's no reason, yeah, I guess so. Oh, and then the Uber comes in. Dead medic had Uber, dropped a player though. Decided to Uber to save the pyro. Questionable decision there. Oh, there was an air shot. Purple Merch. He slams. What was it? Scott is unbalanced. Oh, that was beautiful, that air shot. He's really got the flair. I mean, he knows what's the most important thing when you play TF2, which is air shot. And he's hit like 3.
He might have even hit 4. I mean, I might be going too far, but I mean, exactly. Like, my lord, he has managed to pull some stuff out no one has expected. And pulling stuff out no one has expected. Johnny is back on Pyro on mid. I don't know if this will work any differently than it did last time, which was not at all.
He set someone on fire. He set someone on fire. Oh, he's possibly burnt a scout to death. No, it's fine. You can put out fires. He's trying to go for the flare, the air flare gun, and now he's left alone. Just pressing mouse 2 with a bit of mouse 1. Swapping out between different weapons to make it look like he knows what he's doing. And oh, air blast. That's it, he's just setting people on fire sometime. He's gone back onto mid alone. Let's see if this is going to be successful.
One thing I do want to give credit to as well for your team that we haven't talked about is Captain Cannon Man. He's got 108 ping. And he can still roll out better than Muma.
Yeah, that's yeah, I guess so. I mean, my Nan can roll out better than Muma, and she's been dead for 10 years.
That is true. I mean, when a corpse can do it, you really are setting the bar pretty low.
Yeah. Someone should put that video in chat, by the way, of Muma doing the rollout at was it Rewind?
That was Rewind. I had the pleasure of casting that, and you know, Melis trying to say something really serious to me for like that rollout, talking about like what went well for the team, and I'm just sitting there spectating Muma, like laughing hysterically for the entire thing.
Yeah, this is I'd love to have just, well, I witnessed something of that at I-58, you know? You get to see some of the just intense bafflement of failing the Badlands rollout, and you don't even get onto balcony, which is the easy version. I mean, I'm back.
Go ahead.
You know, that was on another level of awful.
And I mean, like, the best part of it was the fact Ale was on mid, and Muma was in lobby. Like, if that doesn't speak volumes about a rollout and doing it wrong, I don't know what does.
Oh, the crumb. He's behind enemy lines. They call him Owen Wilson for a reason. Because he's seen that film. So right. Not many people will understand that as a bit of an old film. And also a bad one. But
I mean, it's an Owen Wilson film. I don't know what else you're expecting.
Well, Ed Harris is in it.
No, true.
I think so anyway, I can't remember. And I'm pretty sure there was a sequel to that. Who would have guessed Owen Wilson in an action film? Who would have guessed that would have been shit?
I mean,
anyway.
The real question is did he bring his regular cast of like Ben Stiller and stuff to it as well?
Have a look. Well, the game doesn't matter. What matters is my reference. No, it wasn't Ed Harris. It was Gene Hackman. I got my old authority men wrong way around.
Well, I mean, while you were looking that up, the point got capped. 5-0 was hit, and Blue. They are no more. They're gone. Yeah. They're done.
That's it. They're done. They can hold their heads really low in shame and not go outside for a while out of embarrassment and disappointment. Let's have a look at. I'm going to look at the logs on this.
Well, I want these logs.
Yeah, that was a pretty impressive match. Certainly an entertaining one.
I'd say it was neither of those. However, something that is interesting is Somewhat Unbalanced Johnny had 414 DPM.
Wow.
Playing Pyro.
Yeah, well, that was, to be honest, none of that damage was on Pyro. That was all on Scout. No way, there was a decent amount. It was 3,000 damage on Pyro. That's pretty deep. That's not bad, actually. So yeah, I stand corrected. He did something. It's just that the rest of his team did nothing to counter that. I mean, the red team's medic has 3 frags and 3 deaths. He's got a KD of 1.
Do you want to bring him in then and have a quick word with him? Can you ask him how they thought the match went?
Oh, that's going to be intense.
I'd say we absolutely
could ask.
Which one do you want to grab first?
Oh, everybody loves a winner's interview and not a loser's one.
Okay.
I'd feel bad rubbing it in the face of the losers. Like, hey guys, you lost. How do you feel about losing?
Well, that's part of the fun of it. We'll grab Purple and we'll bring him in and you can have a quick word with him. Hey Purple, how do you think the match went? You there, Purple?
His mic is muted.
Okay.
Hello, I am Purple. This is how I speak. The match went really well. I was really good.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yes. I will give all of my hats to the co-caster, WARHURYEAH, because he was a really good caster. I know this because I was ghosting on stream.
That's the secret. It was all the ghosts.
Alright, we'll try Dan. We'll bring Dan in here. Hey Dan, how do you think the match went?
Oh, hey Cam. Well, we did our best. I think that's all I can say. Oh god. Am I in the commentator room now, yeah?
Yes,
you are. Hi there.
Hello, nice to talk to you, man.
So, that was a game.
That was a game indeed, my god. It's times like this I wish I knew how to actually rocket jump, because that was woeful on my own end. Like, I sincerely apologize.
It's right, only 400 people saw it.
Oh, that's fine. That's nothing.
Yeah, just don't make a video highlighting your rollouts. I mean, you can highlight other stuff in the game, but probably want to shy away from that.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, how'd you anticipate my next video? It's like, that's exclusively going to be all my rollouts. Just
That would
me,
actually
like,
be-
slowly killing myself in a corner.
That would be mildly entertaining, just for the fact that it would be probably the longest video of people beefing rollouts I've seen, outside of that Numlocked video.
That's going to be another reference that most people won't understand.
But for the 4 of you out there that did.
Yeah, I remember that player that stopped playing TF2 4 to 5 years ago.
Was it really that long?
Yeah, it is that long. I'm sorry to say this, Dreamboat, but we're old. we are well old. These references are going to be lost in the sea of other references that people will not understand.
You are quite a bit older than me, though, because this is my embarrassing truth. Is my very first season of competitive TF2, my UGC Iron season, was the first season that Froyo Tech won LAN. They weren't HRG, they weren't LG, they were Froyo.
Do we want to get Purple? Because apparently Purple's back now. Do you want to quickly grab him and then have a word?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'll put Dan
Let's
back
go
in
for
his
it.
natural habitat.
In the meantime, please continue the donation.
I'm about to say, I've had
90%.
While we were talking, I'm having to kick up the donation target again because we're almost beating it again. Like, if we're to beat it now, then day 2 ain't gonna look so like we got to have something to build up to.
You need to just shut it off completely as soon as it's reached. Just end stream immediately, straight away, without saying a word, and that's it.
We got it, boys. We're done.
Yeah,
we did it. Hey, Purple Merch, how's it going?
It's
How do
going
you feel
great.
about that game?
I feel like it went well, personally.
Yeah, because you won.
My team was mad at getting peed on so much, but yeah, it went fine.
So, WARHURYEAH was talking about this, and it sounds like he was absolutely blown away by your soldier play. You may have a team next season.
You.
Yeah, you're looking for a team because I've got a really bad soldier on my team called Fishkoff. I don't know if he's watching, but he needs to be replaced. I hope you don't mind playing in Prem next season.
Yeah, that's fine. They're not that hard to beat in Fem, are they?
No, don't worry.
Cool, I'm glad.
He managed to pull off a whopping 3 air shots according to the log.
Wow!
I saw 2 of them.
They were meaty.
Especially the one that was in the end of round. That still counts, though. That's something that we need. Doesn't matter when it happens, where it happens, or the
If it's an air shot, it's an air shot.
shot. You can clip that and put that in the YouTube video. You can use my commentary over it as well if you want. As long as I get 10% of the revenue.
You can have 0.7%.
No, 10%. That's my final offer.
You can use mine for 0.7% because I think that's going to be more money than I'll ever have made off TF2.
Got to put a DMCA notice on it. Then.
Take down.
YouTube references.
Is it alright if I quickly talk about some of the donations we've got?
Yes.
Okay, well, we've got Super Jelly Electric Frogman, who donated for £30, which is very nice. Traveling Jill donated £5, saying thanks for Gooby. Obviously, we've got John here, who donated €13. Very nice. Sleeping Bear donated £10, saying give me my pin. We'll give it to you as soon as we can. We have Curtis, who said, hey there, have a good, fair, and balanced game. Maybe next time. Who donated $30. Lil Raptor, who's a Swedish streamer apparently, who will be hosting the event. Thank you. Who donated £25. So nice. Very good. Glad to see the donations are really racking up. Diakira? I forgot. I apologize for the poor pronunciation. Who did €20, which is very nice. Blazing Vicini 22 says good luck and have a great stream. Donated $20. Very nice. Too Many Moths says charity is good. TF2 is good. I'm not good. Hopefully the event will be good. Who donated £15. And that brings us around to the donations we had at the start. So good. It's great to see people starting to turn out, and we'll get ready hopefully soon for the second match. Will be coming around soon.
What was the original target goal?
The original target goal was actually 1,000, but obviously we've moved it up as the goals keep going up.
Yeah, the TF2 community seems to be incredibly generous, which is perfect for people that like to milk money from people under the guise of a charity. Don't forget to check out my charity stream that will be happening in 2 months' time for an undisclosed charity.
Wait, how much did you?
Don't forget to check out my charity stream that'll be happening multiple times a week for multiple weeks in a row. It's called Let Dreamboat Buy Food.
Obviously, we have the. Sorry, I was going to say last year. Remember, we had 423 pounds, which has obviously been absolutely demolished by this one. I mean, like it's ridiculous the amount of money we're raising, and it keeps going up, which is amazing. I apologize for not reading out all the donations. Obviously, if some people will find that a bit strenuous. I was reading all of them out. But yeah, we do appreciate like every single one. It's really good to see that people are really starting to contribute in helping out in every way they can.
We better hit 50k next year.
Well, hopefully we can. I'm hoping the target has been now set to 4,000 now. So again, if we can get 4,000 this year, then I'll be very excited to see what we can do next year.
What would be really good as well if I were to get unbanned from chat.
Yeah, we fixed that. Don't worry.
That means I can paste links.
How dare you use this charitable cause as a platform for your plugins, Dreamboat?
I was gonna link the logs to that match.
I saw that. I saw what was actually written. You posted your Twitch channel. That is disgusting and deplorable. Nobody click on that link anyway. It's just absolutely embarrassing.
No, it still won't let me paste logs. It is absolutely logs. Look at that message I just sent.
Yeah, but you got timed out.
Again.
Yeah, let me just post logs. There you go, I've just posted them.
Wait, you got mod and I got banned?
I got mod. Oh, yeah. You guys have made an awful mistake.
Oh, no.
Should I quickly uncheck that again?
That's right. Let me just ban Dreamboat. Hold on.
Nightbot's just
Not
on a
like
rampage.
this.
There you go. I've done it. He's now banned. We have to get rid of that guy. He's just too toxic and cancerous for this charity.
Well, and you know what? It is actually time to get rid of me too. I think his RTGame is back, and I think he's casting the next match with you.
I am indeed.
Excellent.
I'm here to stay.
You can blame it on my toxicity, or you can blame it on the fact that I'm Canadian.
Let me go with the Canadian angle.
Yeah.
You're just so
So
quiet after that.
My commentator now, should I be moving out?
Anyone could be a commentator. It's easy. I mean, bloody hell. If I could do it, anyone can.
All you do is just scream really loudly and excitedly at things, and then you're basically Bren.
Yeah,
cool.
Just every so often, just say, "What is that man made out of?" and repeat their names a few times.
Or
you've got it in the bag.
Delved too greedily and too deeply.
A slither of HP.
Ah, good old Bren. I love that man.
Alright, we're getting the teams into the server now, ready for next event. It should be really good. We've got Team 5 versus Team 8. Should be really, really good. I mean, you know, some of these people actually know how to play the game.
Shut up.
I apologize for my team once again.
No,
Better win. My money's on Team 5.
If I wasn't getting paid for this appearance, then I'd probably be bothered. But you know, as I'm getting a 20% cut, I don't mind.
You apologize for your team, but we appreciate it because someone has to come last.
And it was you.
Congrats!
You're first at being last.
Did it, guys.
Can we get a loser's medal for the next one?
Actually, if you really want to put a positive spin on it, you were the first team to get knocked out. Isn't that bloody good?
I have to say that should you put put that frame it, put it on your wall.
First team get knocked out of the tournament.
After the finalising certificate I have planned.
Just really wanted to take this moment to talk about again the sponsors. We have Teamwork.tf, which are going for a little revamp. They're redoing their website, but they're basically a yellow pages for TF2 YouTubers and streamers, loads of kinds of people, loads of stuff basically. Almost everything you need to know TF2 media related you can find on there. They're having a bit of a revamp, so they're down for the moment, but they'll be coming out and adding even more features, which is just incredible. Serveme.tf, obviously they have their free providers of servers, which you can set up for either lobbies, competitive matches, or just messing around with mates. And they're really easy to do. Sort of set up within 5 seconds or so. It's really easy to do. And they have loads of servers all over the world. Definitely worth checking out. We're using their servers now for the tournament. There's also STN Trading, which does banking and other handy trading systems that traders can use. I recommend checking them out. We also have Harpoon Gaming, who's a nice little TF2 community, whose server we actually use for the pre and we'll probably use for the post event as well. They're very nice people. They're a really nice group to hang out with, and I'm glad they could sponsor the event. And again, obviously reminding you what it's all for: International Animal Rescue, which goes around the world, basically saving animals all over this shop. Both domestic and abroad. It's incredible the amount of stuff they actually do, and all they need is a little bit of support, and they'll be able to do so much more. And who doesn't love saving a little tiny fuzzy pandas? I
do like the choice in charity. When all the charity streams, that's always for sick kids.
Yeah,
there's not. I mean, I'm not saying sick kids. Who wants to give them money? It's just nice to have something different that isn't sick kids. I mean,
I have the Purple Foundation.
We also need to get rid of the sick kids, right? They need to stop being sick. But
yeah,
now we've got animals, and I like animals.
Well, you can just go over and hug a random animal. If you go random kids, some people might be a bit suspicious.
And if it's sick, it might make you sick. So
I think animals are a lot more hug, and I think that just the amount of it's a lot easier to help animals, I think. And some of the stuff they do is just amazing. Again, it's just such a great charity, and they've been so supportive of us. I've had emails from their media manager being like, "Hey, it looks amazing" and stuff like that. They're all just really lovely people. When we did Red Cross, I don't think even bat an eye. But when we're doing this one, it's
because they get too much money. They're probably like, "Oh, more donations," whereas people are like, "We need to save the animals," and that's why they're happier. Because I prefer animals over human beings most part.
Yeah,
can confirm. It's like the philosophy where baby animals are infinitely cuter than actual babies. Exactly. If you find out you're on a plane and you have to sit next to a baby, it's the worst thing in the world. You find out you're sitting on a plane and you're sitting next to a baby panda. That's amazing.
Yeah. And something that I've always said, right? When people have babies, okay, it's 2 years old, they still poo themselves, they still piss themselves, can't eat properly. You give them a drink and they'll just drop it, right? My cat, she was abandoned at 4 weeks, and we got her, right? First, she already knew how to poo in a litter tray and bury it already. So she managed to poo somewhere clean and hide it away from everyone. And eat without getting it everywhere as well. And pee in a toilet at 4 weeks. And a baby can't do that at 2 years old. It's because they're lazy. That's why.
Takes them a while to get started,
Exactly. It's just too much.
They just need to be a bit more hardworking.
Yeah, they need to put the effort into it. If my cat can do it at 4 weeks old without being taught, I mean, I didn't have to pretend to sit on a toilet for it to get the idea. It just went in it, buried it as initiative. Babies.
The trauma of being born is quite relevant when it comes to humans. We're constantly, we just have that existential dread from the moment we come into the world. And I think it just gets to us a bit. Whereas animals are just more like, "Hey, I'm a cat. Life's great." Yeah. Such is life.
They don't have to worry about being like educated, getting a job. I mean, my cat just like sits around. Every so often, it will just walk up to me, put its bum on in my face for me to sniff it, and then I sniff it, and then it will go away for about 10 more minutes and do it again.
A healthy relationship right there. You don't have to attend to like every need. Like they can take care of themselves.
It's healthy and completely legal. My relationship with my cat. I recognise some of these players. I am flabbergasted.
You actually recognise them? Wow.
Maybe.
Well, who do you think you recognise on the server thus far?
George. I think I recognise George by his name. And maybe that's it, actually.
That's kind of funny because George is like I think the only one here that I don't recognise. I'm pretty sure I know everyone else.
I swear I've seen him on like a competitive scenario. Maybe he watches my stream. I'm gonna have to get a quick drink, guys, because my mouth has suddenly been filled up with sand, so I need to.
Oh dear.
Well, I mean, we can if you want me and Dan can quickly drag some players in and have a quick word with them.
Whatever. See you soon. Get the sand checked out. Doesn't sound healthy.
Yeah.
Or it could just be part of his normal bodily functions. Like we don't know.
About to say, is he even anywhere near a beach? Did he just like excreting sand?
Oh god.
We'll grab Jub here and have a quick word then.
Yeah, that's a good job in here.
Hey Jub, how's it going?
Hello.
Hey Jub, how's it going, man?
Been dragged away from my friends. What have you done?
How do you think the match is going to go?
I honestly don't really know. I'm hoping that we click on people sufficiently, and our soldiers click near enough to people sufficiently.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's like the strategy where you win the game. That is interesting to see.
Hopefully.
Gotta love splash damage, boys and girls. It's the revolution of the future.
Indeed.
Have you had much prior practice with your team?
We've done a little bit. I ran through a couple of maps with them. We'll see if they remembered anything.
Are you scared of anyone on the other team? You worried that there's going to be anyone else?
I honestly don't really know many of them. Probably Rapid more than anyone. Especially because he's got ping, because this is an NA server, I think.
It's like, dear God, that man has server stability. That's a winning
terrifying
strategy.
Thing.
I hear he fights quite quickly as well.
Perhaps.
No, it should be a good match. Like I think I've played with like close to everyone that's on this server. So I know when they get going and like they're really in it to win it, they put up a strong fight. Mostly everyone.
Hopefully everyone performs on the day then.
Yeah.
It's like survive till tomorrow. That is the current goal. There's a shiny medal at stake. You want to have it.
Yeah.
Is there already a medal for this tournament?
Yeah, well, you get there's a
enough
winner
motive for me.
Place, winner for second place, and then there's obviously participation medal, which is given basically just at least you tried.
Why wasn't I asked? I would have played then if there was medals. How can I not play?
I'm sorry, there's a little late for that.
Is there a caster medal?
We'll sort something out for you.
Just a medal for everyone involved. Just you did it for the animals.
Is there anyone you're particularly worried about on the other team?
We've just been through that.
I was just checking again. Like I do have a memory of a goldfish.
It's like in like the 30 seconds since we last asked you, have you changed your mind? Is
Yeah,
now a new
look
feeling?
at the people now.
All of a sudden, all 6 of them look incredibly threatening. I don't know what we're gonna do.
It's like I just took a second look at them, and they got some scary hats. I don't know what to do.
Just a 30-second long double take.
Sure, we'll put you back then if you, and we'll grab in someone from the other team.
Go for your job, and best of luck to you, man.
Let's grab Too Many Moths and bring him in here and see what he says. Because apparently Twitch chat thinks he's going to carry.
Oh, really?
Hey, Too Many Moths, how's it going?
Hello.
How's
Where
it
am
going?
I?
You're in Caster's chat now.
It's good. It's a surprise.
Welcome to the Big Boys Club. How you doing, man?
Let's hope you weren't having a conversation with your team that we just interrupted.
Oh no, our team we don't speak.
Oh no,
we just sit there in the channel.
I have a question,
Quiet.
mate. Why is your name Too Many Moths?
I can't say because it's a really cringy story.
It's alright.
And I'd lose all credibility.
This is a charity stream, and this is filled with cringe as it is, so you can't make it any more cringier.
I can say one half of it. Way back in the day, back in 2012, when I was like 6 years old, I used to play Minecraft every day. I'm sure everyone has that story, but there was a mod called Too Many Items, and I named myself after that, pretty much.
That's how you got the first half. The mods bit has yet to reveal itself, but
I'll
live in
reveal
hope.
it one day.
Yeah, maybe next year for Rally Call.
Maybe.
Convince you.
You should set that as a donation goal. If we hit £5,000, it'll tell you how we got
£5
the
million.
moths.
Then I'll reveal my name. Why I'm called Too Many Moths.
Let's make it happen.
Hey, Too Many Moths. Are you scared of anyone on the other team? Is there anyone that makes you nervous?
I'm terrified of Jub. And
you worried?
that's pretty much it. I feel like Jub's going to carry just a tiny bit.
What's your strat then? Is it just kill Jub and then win?
We've been talking about Demo Knights and base jumpers.
Interesting.
And we don't really know to see what happens, basically.
Yeah.
Clearly, with Demo Knights and base jumpers, we're going to be seeing the most competitive of formats this round, I reckon.
Hopefully, it won't be a complete roll like the last game. I watched a bit of that.
Dude, I'm right here.
Oh dear.
Hopefully, they'll go easy on us if they start destroying us.
Well, we'll put you back now because I think we're getting towards started soon. So
I'm scared.
Back.
Sounds good to hear. We're just waiting on 2 people, I think, they connected to the server at the moment.
I think so. And then we'll be starting up. So I think just
Okay.
a couple of more and then we'll get going. Again, just saying, donate, boys and girls. It's all for a good cause. You get medals. You get donate £5 and get a medal. Come on, that's a good deal. And wait, there's more. If you donate £10, you get entered in an unusual giveaway for a demo hat with Miami Knights. It's the pimp one, which name I can't.
Oh, the Hustler's Hallmark, I believe.
Yeah, Hustlers Hallmark Miami Knights.
That's a nice combination right there.
Yeah, I know. It'll be given away at the end of tomorrow.
Well, that sounds pretty great. If you want to be in a chance of winning that, get your donation in tonight.
That's saying.
Have you guys been reading out donations as well the last one?
Yes, we have been reading out. If you want to quickly check, you can do some more if you would like.
Well, I'm not sure where you left off. It's the only thing. Let's idea, maybe.
I don't have a donation list, but let me just make one up. We've got a donation of £500 from twitch.tv/WARHURYEAH/subscribe. And it says subscribe.
Well, that's a message I took a while to compose. My goodness.
Well, I was just going to say the one we've got, coming up, most recent large donations we've got is from Disgruntled Tennis Cow, who says moo, who donated $10. Runix donated a $5 and said for the animals. Lecrum said I'll see you in the finals, who donated $20.
Oh yeah, he's the guy who just beat us on the other team.
Yeah,
they're gearing for it.
And then there's It's a Mystery, who donated £10 and said, "Is that Peter Scraps in the donation message?" I believe it is.
It's actually £12.50 thanks to the gift aid there, so that's really nice to see.
I would admit, gift aid's actually surprisingly coming in actually quite a bit more than I thought it would. I thought not many people are actually aware of gift aid, but it's actually coming in quite a bit, which is really nice to see, because again, extra donations always helps.
For sure, yeah, it's just definitely great to see. And it's like we're so close to actually hitting our overall donation target, I believe.
I'm so sorry. I just realised I've the item donations. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologise. It's obviously we'll quickly go through those. I apologise. I've been avoiding. I've been ignoring it. Obviously we've got 7 keys from Maxin. Very nice. We've got 30 keys from Geel.
Oh my goodness!
Oh no, that's incredible.
The second pizza's done.
Yeah, sorry.
Pizza is done. That's a special donation.
What pizza are you having?
It's very nice pizza, by the way. But yeah, 30 keys from GLO. We have. Let's see what else we got. Obviously, we've got a lot of free keys from like Fish, Danny, Poor, Being Approved donates 2 ref. I suppose there's every little counts in the end. Nutshock donated 4 keys yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. But yeah, there's loads of really good item donations. I mean, Gio coming in there with 30 keys.
Thank you very much, Gio, from Scrap.tf himself, popping in to say hey.
He just wants to. He doesn't actually care. He's just using it for the free advertisement.
This is what he does with every charity event. He just shows up.
He doesn't mind. He just comes in, waves his money about. It's like, oh, another generous donation provided by Marketplace.tf. No trade holds.
3,
Oh.
2, 1.
Alright, I'm gonna leave you guys to cast and go off into the shadows to do some business there. Catch you guys later.
See you, man. Yeah, we're good to kick off. War, how you feeling?
Warm. How are you feeling?
Also kind of warm. That's an unusual response, I guess, but we have Team 5 versus Team 8 kicking off tonight.
The control point is being contested.
Oh, terribly sorry. Actually, hang on. I gotta disappear for a sec. Do you want to take over, man?
I'm
sorry. This is bad time.
Okay, so we've got 2 teams onto the mid-fight now. This is going to be my caster's voice. I'm going to see if I can keep on for at least 30 minutes, because if I can, I'll probably pass out. But it's the blue team that have all got 4 players alive, and there's just 2 players left on the red team. You've got Doomsday, who is alone. He's a medic, and he's just trying to back out, shooting arrows. But unfortunately, he is not Robin Hood, so he just dies. And that's it. That's a wipe. Everybody's dead. Blue team already on Spire. You've got George, who I'm pretty sure I know, or I've seen that name before, but I'm not 100% sure. He was capping it by himself. This is a plow. This is an absolute travesty. Are there tier 2 players on the red team? Because it doesn't look like there are. These guys look like Overwatch players because they're bad. But moving away from the trash talking of the players, because I'm pretty sure that I'll get told off if I continue to do this. We're gonna have a classic old setup of an engineer. He's getting up that level 1 sentry right in front of the demo man, who somehow magically takes it out.
It doesn't seem like it was the best of strategies there to set up the sentry precisely in front of his face. Like, clearly he was just trying to block it with the body of the sentry itself, but didn't think it through that it might just be destroyed. What you gonna do, though? It's a confusing game.
It was he was maybe thinking, this damn man wants to try and get onto the point. If I build this sentry in front of him, he's going to struggle. If he walks into the sentry, he'll be standing still.
It's like, listen here, mister, this is an automated gun. Like, what are you going to do against that? I don't even need to shoot you. The gun's going to do it itself.
But then he destroys it, and then it doesn't really matter.
Well, we have the red team kind of grouping up on the last point again. They're just kind of waiting for the blue team to come in.
No, mind. George goes for last. He doesn't get it. And we've got too many moths. The person that we spoke to, who has what I can only imagine a strange erotic fantasy about moths, which is actually where the second part of his name comes from. He is sitting up above the rim of the point. So if they push, they're gonna have to try and check him, and they probably won't.
It's like, as provided they don't just look directly through the glass in that clear line of sight they do have of him, he's set to go and pretend to be a ninja here. But he's going to come out from hiding to actually try and repel Jub here, who's launching a bit of a volley into the red team. Sadly not going to accomplish much there as he's taken out in the hallway. And it looks like the red team might be able to just push the blue team ever so slightly back here. They're having a bit of trouble just in the face of Travi here up in the upper corridor. But it still looks like they might be able to get out of this scenario here, because the blue team is just a tad scattered.
I'm still quite impressed by the loadouts. There's items that I have never seen before, ever. There's just such a beautiful accumulation of different colours.
Well, Fashion Fortress 2 is very important when it comes to this game. What's also equally important is this final push on last here that unfortunately went a bit sideways for the blue team, and the Scout is just barely hanging on here. But now he's going to unfortunately go down. I'm amazed that man actually lasted so long there. He was just walking through like 5 people.
Yeah, it's not easy to do that though when the oh my goodness is
He almost managed to slip back in there, and the red team is definitely getting the counter push going as they are on top of the spire now. Blue team is trying to rush back and stop them from this forward push, but it looks like they might just have it as Icebox is hanging on here. Lonk is ever so slowly making his way up the spire, and they're just going to be able to take it. Blue team is all bundled together. The red is still a bit spread out, and it looks like blue is going to get back on top of that spire. It's going to be interesting to see if the red team can get back in time, and it seems like they're not going to go for it. They're just going to hold back at last. We even have a bit of a cheeky scout push here.
Yep, and it's a backup. But I guess no, again.
Very close back cap once again there. My goodness. They really got to keep an eye on that corridor there because that's actually going to do it as Job just comes in to clean up the match. My goodness. That left corridor gate seemed to give him a lot of trouble that round. People just kept flowing in and getting that cap and putting on pressure.
Yeah, the blue team's medic has only got 6 points. And when there's a medic on the bottom of the scoreboard and all the other players are well above it, that's when you're getting pounded.
It's kind of unfortunate. Peter Scraps is doing his best here to just hold on and keep his team ever so slightly alive. Well, we're going to be starting the new round anyway, going for the continual push on mid. Both teams kind of coming in bulk here. Red team looking in a bit of a healthier position as they seem to be a bit more aggressive, forcing the blue team but back down this side passage here. It looks like they might be able to take this, but it's still pretty close as blue team is still launching a couple of stickies in. Travi just laying in a lot of damage here and actually just managed to hold the point. Red team pushing him back once again. Peter kind of running for his life. And Travi is forced to go for the bottle kill there on Nitros. Nicely done. But it looks like the red team is just going to have barely enough time to actually get the cap as Dooms runs away. Now needing to regroup with the rest of his team.
Is it like if you're ever going to be a YouTuber for TF2 that you have to have a loadout as your avatar?
Yes, it is common practice for us to have a immediately recognizable get-up like that.
Is that where I'm going wrong?
I believe so, man. You might want to give it a go, you know? I've seen the old YouTube channel, man, and I know you could be doing better. You're not streaming on Vimeo lately. I think that's the problem.
On what?
On Vimeo.
What's that?
You see, this is exactly where it's going wrong. You need to be aware of where all the content creators are hanging out these days.
Let me get a piece of paper. Hold on. I need to broaden my. This is we'll ignore the charity. This is my networking session.
You can use AOL Safe Search to investigate that further, I'm sure. Blue team is going to be going for a bit of a push on the spire, and it looks like they're going to be able to get a bit of an easy cap here, as the red team is now going to be grouping up on last. Hopefully this time they actually keep a bit of an eye on that left corridor, as it's too many mods once again hiding by the lamplight here. And look, we have the Uber pop from Dooms, who's actually now going for a bit of an aggressive push here with Rapid. Peter is now kind of a bit out of position, I feel. Still kind of coming in with Travi, and they're going to go for that push on last. They might actually get it here. Travi managed to take just a few of them out, but too many mots. His strategy coming into play here as he drops down from the lamp, managed just barely to take them out and himself in the process. Red team is just barely hanging on here. And
it's going to be a back cap. Oh, no.
It looks very close to one. Rooney is going for a sniper. We have a demo on sniper duel here. Travi is going to get it with his sign.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Good old-fashioned back cap, something that's a staple in an interesting TF2 video game. Now it's dead medic on red as well. The blue team were just ploughing through, and again, their medic is bottom scoring, and that's not because he's bad. That's just because his team's too good. That's what the actual problem is. And too many moths, he's gonna fly in and die. This is the fattest back cap that we could probably ever see, because everybody, oh no, they've all spawned now, they've all back spawned, but everybody from blue was behind the red team, and whilst they were back capping each other, lots of them are congregating below the bottom left as well, so it's like they've learned the lesson previously of being back capped, and now they're countering that by making sure that everybody in the team is there.
My goodness, and we have another Uber popped here from both teams, as Travi is going to be going for another big... Sorry, not Travi here. Rito is going to be going for the push here. And it looks like they're going to be able to take it once again as they just obliterate the red team. Red team is going to need to get away from this last point because they just have too much pressure on them and are struggling to push out.
Beautiful. RT, have you ever do you play sixes?
I do not in the slightest.
Have you ever played sixes?
I have played it in Rally Call, and that's kind of the end of my experience. I'll be honest with you.
That's fine. You just have a nice voice. That's all.
Oh, thanks, man. You know, that's very sweet of you to say.
Could you read me like a bedtime story?
Yeah, sure. Like, here, send me a PM after the match, man. Don't worry, we'll be able to take care of this.
Send me your own, like my own private voice clip.
Yeah, like just for you, man. Don't worry, I'll get that. Just send me your favorite bedtime story. We can sort that out.
Oh, it might not be scary.
Well, unless you like a scary one, it doesn't have to be. Back on mid here, and blue seems to be going for a bit of a push here, and they are able to take it as red. The last of red is just sadly taken out there with ice blocks. I think they're all down at the moment. Too many moths is hiding off somewhere. He's the only one alive. Oh wait, there they are, Ola. There they all are.
He's really I don't want to say anything, but too many moths seem to be having an attachment to that rim. That's above the point, and I'll let some people put 2 and 2 together on that, but I'm not going to be sexually suggestive anyway.
This is a charity stream. We must keep it PG-13, but we can leave the suggestion there.
Yeah, imply subtly.
Well, we're going to be coming back to Spire here. Blue team is all grouped together. Red team seems to be a little more spread out as too many Moths and Dooms are struggling to get out of this spawn door here as Jubb is just laying on a bit of pressure from them. Seems to be hurting them in the long run now as most of the red team is unfortunately down again. It looks like blue team is going to be pretty uncontested for this push unless there's a last minute attempt. And it looks like red team is just going to wait to regroup as before. So are we going to see the lesson learned here? Are we going to cover that left corridor this time? And is too many Moths going to hide up on that lamp, given the moment's notice and the time of this game?
Yeah, it is like it's his trump card. You know, maybe they'll learn and they'll know that he's going to be up there. Controversial though. The medic is what looks like timing out because he's got about 200 ping, and their combo is on Stonebridge while everybody else is on LAR. This is a strategy that, if I am honest, is not something that's implied in sixes many times. Neither is Ubering to nothing.
That's kind of unfortunate there. Dooms didn't really accomplish terribly much with that Uber there. Although blue team, with that said, didn't seem to do too much with their Uber as well. And they seem to be kind of going for it. They've separated the medic and the soldier a tad. Lonk might just be able to pick this off. Oh, but he's been taken out. That's kind of unfortunate. And red team is in a bit of a stronger position. It looks like they might actually be able to hold this point for once. And Mott has assumed the position. He's back by that lamp. He fell accidentally, but it looks like he's just going to go and get back up there. Yeah, the plan is taking place.
He's completely aware that that lamp up there is not connected to anything, so it shouldn't be turned on in the first place. And I believe he's just up there to fix the wiring. Someone is backcapping. He swoops down from the lamp like a majestic, I would say bat, but he's a moth, so a majestic moth, and takes him out as well. He is the master of the rim of the lamp. You know, that's a reference, an Anchorman reference there. Some of you young ones won't remember or understand, but there is a reference there with lamp.
For all 60 out there, and I can't believe we didn't go for the low-hanging fruit that is like a moth to a flame with all the time he's been spending on that lamp.
Good. Yeah, you shouldn't have said that. We can't use that anymore.
I was
just
plays
again. We'll bust that one out again.
Yep, just pretend we didn't say it, and we'll crack it out again, and it'll be hilarious.
Everybody, get ready to put give me some fat Ellie giggles in chat when we reference it again.
Well, it looks like blue might be able to just clean up here. Their Uber is going strong. They have more than enough people on this point to take it. Too many moths coming in just a tad too late to try and defend it. It's now 3-0 to blue, so it looks like we might be seeing a potential 5-0 once again. Following on
the
from the last
second
round.
one in a row. It's almost as if these teams are unbalanced. But when you have a medic that's got 250 ping, it's difficult. I mean, he's rolling out. I'm watching him. It looks like he's. I'm getting my very own PowerPoint presentation. He's completely walked into a wall. He's finally met up with a soldier, and he's struggling to get into house.
Oh, he's struggling. His feet are failing. He fell off the bridge. Oh, Doomsday, come on, man, you got this. But back on the line of action, though, it seems to be that blue is having a very strong front here. The red medic is simply not there in time. He's now kind of all out on his own, and he's being chased down by Ritu here. That's going to be an easy cap of mid there for blue.
And all his friends are dead. He's like, he just arrives and it's like, where is everybody? There's just corpses and blood.
Yeah, we don't really talk about the untold terror and trauma that comes with playing Team Fortress 2, because this is a war zone. Like, these guys are going to need like years and years of therapy following these games here tonight.
And you also deal with trading when you play with TF2, so that's also quite traumatic.
That is another experience in its own right, dear God.
And Liberty launchers and stuff like that. Too many moths. Like a moth to the flame was in the lamp.
I love the delay on exercising that as well, because he's not even like anywhere near the lamp.
No, he was, and he fell down. So actually, yes, that's probably the wrong context anyway, because he was moving away from it.
So it's okay.
We got it out. I take full credit of that joke. It wasn't yours.
Well, you can trademark that, and you can like make like 20 grand like every time someone mentions that joke in future. Like I'll give that one to you. Like I'll be generous there.
I'll make a YouTube video dedicated to just that part. I'll clip it from this.
You definitely should, and I think like if you do an all caps title, of course, have every tag relate to Milk in some way. You can make YouTube gold off this. I'm pretty certain.
And like best Australian loadouts 2017, people will love it. Just put like an Australian rocket launcher in the picture in the thumbnail. People are like, wow.
We finally figured out where you're going wrong with your Vimeo career. My God.
Because you know what it is? It's because I try and make original content. Damn it.
The audacity of some people. Well, we're going to be back on mid here, and it seems to be a bit contested once again. Red team only has the lone heavy here, Papa Nitros, pushing out. I think if the blue team actually realizes this guy has no support from the rest of the red team, they can easily push forward here. Jubb is actually going to be able to pick him off, which is quite nice.
There were 2 heavies to mid, and that is not allowed, so they should be disqualified immediately.
You should have seen Rally Call 2016, where on this map we had the heavy truce where everyone went shotgun hoovy. I mean, that's like a true like competitive strategy right there. I'm pretty sure you can confirm this, being involved with competitive yourself.
Yeah, definitely. When I was playing at I-52 in the grand finals, that was exactly what the same strat that we ran. We employed that strat multiple times, and we lost because we got disqualified.
It's very unfortunate. It's simply overpowered. Family business is OP, and we're gonna be having a bit of a push here on Spire once again, as Jubb is going to be able to claim it once again. The red team is going to need to regroup, and hopefully, once again, pay attention to that corridor. Maybe Mott is going to go for the lamp. He seems to be debating it this time. Oh, but he's going for it. Possibly. He's like hovering about it. But there is a scout kind of on the wings on the ground here. He is going to take care of that. And I'd like to point out that we do have Rooney here that is just uncloaking behind the point here. He's going to be going for a med pick. He's going to slightly miss the backstab though. Hugely unfortunate there. He could have easily picked him off. But it seems that blue is very close to actually capping this anyway, so it's not even going to matter that he missed that stab. And that is going to be the match.
Yep, Doomsday swapped off Medic because he has finally realised that high ping is just not good enough. And that's it. Jubb sitting with, I guess, a somewhat respectable 78 points overall, you know? That's a good KD ratio.
Oh, good. Good you think that. Should we start dragging them in then, boys? Well, first, let's get your 2 opinions. What do you think of the match?
Well, it was 16 minutes, so it was... There's not really much you can say about that, apart from one of the team was significantly better. Or actually, should I say one of the players, because Jubb had 38 kills and 8 deaths. And 4 air shots, so that's the stat that matters.
Yeah.
He brought his strange part out in particular just to keep track of that stat. That's how you know he's serious here today.
It doesn't have it on his rocket, though. Are you lying to me? I can see for your lies. It's not even Strange's rocket launcher.
You're a phony. You're a phony. I'm not even Irish.
Oh my goodness. We've been lied to.
The whole time, just duped.
My career is in jeopardy. I'm just going to have to become an Instagram model now. It's all that's left for me. I thought that was a good match overall, though. It was kind of unfortunate just for the red team that the blue team just kept applying so much pressure to them and they just didn't have a chance to recover. Very unfortunate as well that Dooms was struggling a bit there with the latency. you could see it in a lot of their pushes on mid that the man was struggling to get there in time. And like in particular when he just fell off the bridge, because the bridge probably moved in his eyes before him. So that's kind of unfortunate, but we can't really help that.
So should we quickly grab one of them in and drag them in and see what they do?
Yeah, I think it would be good to drag in the captains and see what they think.
Okay. We'll bring too many moths in and see how he...
We can catch up with his ideal strategy here. Once again, trademarked by War.
Yeah. How you doing, Too Many?
Hey, Mots, how's it going, man?
Hello.
How did you think that went?
It was pretty much what I expected it to be. Joblet just crushing everyone while everyone else just kind of followed him.
Yeah, you got to give massive props to Job. He performed fantastically well there.
Yeah,
his team did seem to be centered around him quite a bit.
Like, if you looked on the scoreboard, the second person had half his points, and they were a medic. So,
goodness me, that is quite the result from the event.
I don't know. Yeah. My team had pretty good coordination. I was quite happy with how we played. It's a shame about the lag, because I feel like we could have done better if it wasn't for that. But what can you do?
Yeah, that is a bit of a shame.
Yeah.
In regards to your own individual strategy, we did kind of pick up that you were hiding around that lamp quite a bit and waiting to drop down on the enemy team.
It worked quite a lot. They never actually noticed me that for that.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that you did actually pick off like quite a number of people.
I think I got most of my kills there.
It's amazing.
Like, all of them.
It's amazing because you can clearly see up there through the glass. Like, it is clear.
Just people just don't look up in TFT. Ever.
Like, everyone is just rooted to the grounds. Man is not born to fly.
Pretty much, except soldiers and gentlemen.
War, do you have anything you'd like to ask, Mott?
Is the reason behind your name being Moths, is it because you are afraid of them?
Well, I used to hate moths like so much, but then I had this phase where I was like, moths are really cute and I love them, and then I just went back to hating them.
Oh no!
I see. So you like moths? Do you still? What's your favourite moth?
I've forgotten all the names now. It was so long ago that I had my moth phase.
Have you ever seen the film The Mothman?
No, he still likes to fly.
No. Okay. Now I'm out of questions now.
That's all he had on his notepad. Like, he came prepared.
Yeah, you should watch it. It's a film called A Mothman Prophecies. I don't know if it's about moths. Oh, it's just something that popped into my head. Richard Gere's in it. You know, everybody likes a bit of Richard Gere.
I have no idea who the man is, but I'll take your word for it.
Do you mind if I interrupt your moth trivia to quickly see if we can grab someone else from one of the other teams? We'll put moths back.
Yeah, that sounds fine. While you go ahead with that, do you mind if I read out some donations? Because we did actually have quite a few substantial ones come in just there.
Oh yeah, sure. We can read that off now.
Yeah, so we had a £25 donation from Anonymous here, who says, for the animals, thank you very much for the 25 quid. We have a $50 donation from Aaron Times, who says, I don't care about animals, I don't know, but I'm donating because Blapature Co. is a bastion of professionalism on Twitch and YouTube. So he's actually gotten in a spot of advertising for the YouTube group I'm actually involved in, which is kind of funny. But thank you very much for the $50, man. It's greatly appreciated, and that is a significant contribution right there. Zenless with $20 as well. Good stream, good cause. Thank you very much for the $20, man. And that's all the latest ones I believe we've had come in.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's like we are now on £2,853.50. My goodness, we are fast approaching £3,000. And we're only at the halfway point of the main event tonight, so it's kind of astounding. We've already raised so much. Thank you once again to everyone that has contributed tonight. Ward, do you have anything you'd like to add on that front?
Oh, no.
I'm going to quickly grab Job and bring him in here.
Go for it, man.
It was as entertaining as I'd imagine it to be. And it was rather entertaining at points, especially the laggy medic who fell off the bridge on the way to mid.
What? I walked away from that match right as it started, and it's already over? What happened?
Pretty fast.
Oh,
Hello?
man.
Oh, how's it going, Job?
It's been interesting, to say the least.
How do you think that went there? Because that was a very strong performance from yourself.
It certainly went way better than I probably could have hoped for it to go. Like 565 damage per minute is certainly something. Not sure where that came from.
Yeah, that's a pretty fantastic result. Did you have any sort of team strategy to kind of like focus around you in this match?
Not really.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, it was just kind of. I don't know. I think I think the only thing that I have to say that like could have gone better is we didn't really play as a unit as well as we could have. Because like on the last push, we pushed maybe 3 or 4 times before it was actually successful because we went in with 1 or 2 people each time and nothing happened. We need to get better at regrouping, I think. Just working out what to do.
From looking at the match there was quite a number of points where people were just like quite scattered.
Definitely.
I really like the moments where there just seemed to people didn't seem to realize how little of the other team was actually left. There was a couple of moments where there was like 2 people aside, kind of just battling and like withdrawn from mid, not realizing they're the last 2, and one of them could take that point.
Yeah, we need to press tab more vigorously.
It would be a good idea. It's a tricky key, you know. It's all the way on the left side of the keyboard.
Too far away. Oh dear. And the other team played pretty well as well. The triple heavy strat was quite something. Surprised it didn't go better for them.
It was an interesting development to see.
Certainly.
Well, we were talking about the strategy from last year where it was like the family business hoovies littered about the battlefield. So maybe in part they were just trying to recreate.
Just a revival.
Learning from the pros that won Rally Call last year.
Indeed.
Or came to the finals at least.
I think the main thing though, I'm just like happy that we've made it to the next round. We can't start celebrating yet.
Yeah, like the real battle is going to unfold tomorrow, where we've kind of weaned out the lower competition here. We're going to be up against the best of the best.
Scary stuff.
By which I mean, like, I'm just not going to be there. We tried.
Indeed.
It was lovely talking to you, man.
Yeah, you too.
Should we pop them back now? This natural environment.
Yeah, I'd personally like to hear how Peter actually got on. He was kind of like hiding his wings there.
I'll see if he's around to chat.
Yeah, because Peter had a bit of a slow start, I feel, towards the beginning of that round, but come the later end of it, he seemed to really get going.
How's it going, Peter?
Oh, hello.
Hey, man, how's it going?
I always have trouble knowing when I'm dragged into the commentating.
Every single time it seems to happen, there's just a moment of surprise. And it's like, wait a minute, you're not my team.
Yes.
How's it going, man, though? You played quite a strong medic there.
It's going good. The first 2 rounds, I definitely did choke a bit. I think it was probably in the nerves getting to me, and my positioning wasn't the best. But the next 3 rounds, I did reasonably well, enough to accommodate my very skilled team.
Well, I mean, you won the match, so like that's the main thing, really.
Yeah.
And the medic is, of course, a key focal point of any team composition.
There were certain moments where people would just pop out of nowhere. Like, I think it was the last round when they did the triple heavy strat. For some reason, Ice Plonk was all the way on last as scout, and he caught me out. Thankfully, I had my pocket there to save me.
Yeah, well, it's okay, man. You pulled through in the end.
Who do you think was the biggest threat on the other team?
I would say Rapid, because he would just come out of nowhere at certain times, and also Moth, because he managed to shut us down on last a few times.
Quite a number of times with his strategy there.
Yeah.
It was very well executed. Yeah, Rapid in general seems to have done quite well. Like, from talking to people like just before the match, people were expecting him to do quite well here. A couple of people are just kind of wary of him.
Yeah. I mean, we did practice as a team. I believe we did 2 or 3 map talks, a few team talks, a few lobbies, and a scrim.
You guys were preparing for this.
Yeah, I really wanted to prepare for this because my first ever tournament, and it's being broadcast live. It's a lot of pressure.
And those gold medals look nice.
Those two, yeah.
You gotta get you one. But there's only one way to get that medal, unless you're game cam, then you can cheat.
Cam just gave himself an early Christmas present.
Yeah, game cam's got every single medal.
It's like
That's not fair.
Yeah,
in all fairness, the medals wouldn't exist without me. So,
wow, and he's egotistical.
Deserving.
Oh my goodness!
You know,
this is probably the one time of the year that I can. So I'm gonna live it up while I can.
Yeah. Gosh, game cam, and to think we were all just right here behind you, ready to work, and then you get the medals, and it all goes to your head.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny when you think about it as well, because he has all of them. He simultaneously came first and second in the event. I don't even know how he managed that. He was on 2 teams at once.
Yeah, how did you manage to get first, second, and a participation medal?
He's a mysterious man. We'll never know for sure.
Well, for those of you who aren't game cam, the only way to get the medals, apart from donating and participating and doing all that good stuff, is to get good. Get good.
Get good.
Simple solution, guys.
It's really easy. You just have to win and not suck.
The solution to every game is just get good.
The real solution is to find a prim player or an invite player and just pay them to play on your account. That's the easiest way to get a gold medal.
Never heard of that happening in CF2, actually. You hear of it in like CS:GO, boosting.
Yeah.
But now we esports, son.
Could you imagine if people start selling their accounts for things like the casual mode ranking just to get those sweet experience points?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna slap you for even propagating.
It's gonna become a curse.
I used to do something like that with RuneScape.
Oh god, those are the days. Way back. I'm just amazed RuneScape is still around, to be honest. It's such an old game at this
it's
point.
still alive and kicking.
I want to know if War would sell his Steam account just to start all over again with all his lengthy hours in casual mode.
I don't have any hours in casual mode though.
Wow.
I mean, not many. Like hardly any. I've got
It's like,
I've got a few ETF12 Premiership winner medals. Medals that matter.
I mean, once it may matter now, but once they book Wembley Stadium, you're gonna start racking up them casual hours because that's where it'll count. Once Gabe signs that check.
Oh, yeah, we're waiting for it. He's gonna do it any day now. This year will be the year.
He just hasn't popped around to the office in a while. We're still waiting.
Every year.
Yeah, I mean, I think he said in an interview he doesn't look for information, or he only goes to look for information if he needs it. So maybe he just doesn't know yet. Maybe someone just needs to tell him.
Oh, was that something new that came from the Valve News Network interview the other day?
I think so. Yeah. I can't imagine anywhere else I would have heard anything about Gabe Newell.
It's just really interesting to hear that there's a full interview with him just very recently. I believe we have Valve News Network playing actually on one of the future teams. Is he in the next game?
Playing next.
All right. Okay.
Next game.
The next match is it is Rob the Awesome's team versus Array's team. Is that right?
Yeah, I think that is true.
This is a battle of the medic mains. Then this is going to be good to see.
Ooh.
And you see, I was talking to Rob about kind of his team strategy a little earlier in the pre-event. He's not main in medic for this. That much I'm certain of. But it turns out a lot of the people on his team actually are medic mains, and they've just kind of had to vary it up. I was kind of disappointed to not see that there was a team composition of 5 medics.
Who the hell balanced this game? We have 5 medic mains on one team. God damn it, spit some shit out. Oh, sorry.
It's kind of amazing. Yep. It's like if only we spread out the medic mains across teams.
I'm excited to see these medic 1v1s.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
I actually do want to see 5 meds rushing to mid. Just to see how long. Actually, I want to see if they could actually pull it off. I mean, who knows, man? 5 medics, if they're good with their arrows, that's like a player every time they shoot a volley. It's just musket fire.
So again, as we know from War being involved with this scene, a 5 medic setup is of course quite common. What kind of strategy would a 5 medic team go for?
I would say you want 2 uber medic, 3 crit, and then just have 1 heavy.
Just 1 heavy for good measure.
That's all you need, just so then he can get the
DPS.
it's just so he can tank all the ubers and all the crits. That's a popular strat.
You can exercise like a slow dungeon group strategy from older MMOs, where it's just a tank and all the healers.
Just a raid boss, basically. That's what you want to go for.
Pretty much. I mean, Rally Call is the equivalent of Ragnaros the Fire Lord in some respects.
That's a reference I don't understand.
Oh god! No one here's played Warcraft.
No, I do have a
so no.
That's fair, man.
I'm friendly.
Basically, it was an incredibly broken card and an incredibly broken hero in World of Warcraft.
That's in Hearthstone you're thinking there, man. They actually banned him. It's too OP.
Oh. Shame. But yeah, we're getting the server sorted out hopefully soon, and we'll hopefully have them coming around soon. So, I really didn't expect that match to end so quickly. Wow, you guys need to chill.
Seriously, guys, we're on a schedule.
So it's supposed to at least, put up a bit more of a fight,
If you could just slow down a little bit on last, that would be great.
I'd say could you just maybe sit and choke for a little bit before you have to rush in?
I will say, kind of just to clear things up. So, our next game coming up in 14 minutes. That's going to be Rob the Awesome's team and Array 7's team. And I want to thank you. I didn't have the time to thank Dreamboat, but he's coming back later tonight. Thanks, War, for coming out tonight. And we'll be seeing you tomorrow for the finals.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's going to be so excited to hear me again. Who's casting the finals as well tomorrow?
You will be casting with the one and only Grant Vincent.
Oh my goodness.
He who must not be named.
I wish you had told me sooner. I would have. I'm so nervous.
Need a fraction off of it.
It's okay, man. I'll get the bedtime story ready for you.
Okay.
I'll give you the confidence you need. I'm
gonna go now to prepare. I don't think I'm worthy. Such a presence of Thank you for having me, everyone. I'm gonna just prepare. I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.
War, it's been lovely casting with you tonight.
You too. Thank you.
Oh man. But yeah, our casters for this upcoming match will be Banny and Admirable as soon as they find their ways to the commentator's booth.
Yeah, it's quite a long trek.
Well, you have to walk all the way down the corridor. It's a bit tricky to find.
Yeah.
And you might pass it.
Yeah, it does look a lot like a toilet cubicle.
Well, War just got out just in time. Clearly, quite anxious of the developments happening tonight.
I just want to say, obviously, we are on 2,874 at the moment. Looking at it, that is incredible. I mean, we're almost clocking up to 3,000.
I still can't believe that I'm looking at 2,853. I thought we would have been lucky to have broke 1,000.
Yeah,
that before the event happened.
I mean, that's not even counting
items.
Item donations is gonna be something like 3,000 something 500.
Half of those donations came before the event even happened as well.
I know, it's just incredible. People jumping on that badge bandwagon so quickly. It was just
everyone likes badges, man. That's the thing.
Everyone loves badges.
Everyone loves badges. Who doesn't love badges?
Who doesn't?
TF2 is the ultimate game where you want a shiny hat.
That's why MVM was popular for a week, because you got a badge.
Yeah,
it's true.
So remember, boys and girls, to donate £5 and you get a badge. It's just
you actually have to cut off 5 pounds of fat from your body to donate.
We got to feed these animals somehow.
Please don't. Please don't.
As RT would put it, we're almost at 3,000.
We're almost at 3,000.
3,000.
And I have to thank everyone for making this possible. I never thought we'd get this close. Oh, my accent. I can't help it. It's a genuine struggle to pronounce THs. And like I always say the word like the as duh.
The. Can I quickly run through some donations again, boys and girls? We've got Anonymous, who's donated for the animals. Who donated £25. We got obviously there's Aaron Times, who you already read out. We got A Giraffe, who's hey guys, love what you're doing. Please, who donated $5. Another Anonymous has just been really generous today. I mean, he keeps donating again and again and again. Whoever this Anonymous guy is, he's a really nice guy. I mean, I thought they were busy hacking people, but obviously they're always giving time for charity. It's lovely. Ice Porks donated $5 saying Jubs and Scrub. Always nice to see budding bromances forming up in the donations. Item donations haven't changed so far. But again, they're still looking really good. Again, 3 keys equals obviously £5, which will get you the badge. So feel free to check out the item donations. It is on the main donation page. If you go to the main donation page, you can scroll down and you can see there's a little link there. It'll lead you straight to it. It's on scrap.tf.
It's a mystery. Donated £10 plus £2.50 gift aid. Is that Peter Scraps in the donation message?
Was that not actually you?
No, I think it was the fan.
Oh my goodness!
I don't remember donating, so that I don't know if that's me. I mean, even though it links to my profile page.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that's really good. Obviously, I would just quickly take this time as well to call out our sponsors. We have Teamwork.tf, who is basically like a list. They're the list of loads of YouTubers and other media about Team Fortress 2. Obviously, they're going for a little bit of a revamp at the moment. They're changing up between having their just normal like list of YouTubers now, also adding other features. It's really cool. I've been slightly involved in that, and it just looks amazing. There's obviously Serveme.tf, which is obviously the one we're using at the moment for our actual servers. They've been really nice. It's like free servers for you. It's you can go in there and set them up. If you donate, you get access to extra servers and extra features, and all of them just look like they're just so quick to set up. It's just, and loads of them are all over the shop. It's just really good. So they're just definitely worth checking out if you play TF2. Harpoon Gaming, obviously they do loads of like events on their own. They're generally just like a nice group of guys. It's just really good to see them trying to support an event like this. So definitely worth a look. Yeah, they are just really nice guys. We used their servers for the pre-event and the post-event as well. They've got lots of servers they run themselves, and they all run really well actually. Then you also have STN Trading, which does like banking and just loads of other cool little things for you traders out there. Obviously, they've been recommended by a few people, and they're generally they look really good. They look really stylish website. I quite like it. But it's good that all these guys actually supported us and gave towards this event and really helped happening. So it's really good that those guys could help us out. Obviously, reminding you guys about the charity we are doing this for. It is International Animal Rescue. International Animal Rescue goes around the world, all over the place, like literally almost every single country they touch. It's ridiculous. And they go around basically saving animals from cruelty, poachers, and other things. And again, as much as you think, International Animal Rescue, you think of some puma, like in some faraway forest, but they also do a lot of stuff with domestic animals, like dogs, cats, next door, possibly next door. It's really cool the amount of stuff they do, and they just need some extra support. And they've been so supportive of this event. I mean, I've getting emails from them just saying how good we're doing and how much they're looking forward to.
They seem like a great bunch of lads.
Oh yeah, they're all really lovely.
So again, of course, International Animal Rescue is the reason we're gathered here tonight to raise as much money as we possibly can. Gotta support those animals.
Yeah. I mean, like, if
they were around when the dodos were around, the dodos would not be extinct.
It's true.
That is an interesting analogy.
Yes.
It's like, damn it, if only. Like, that's why they were founded, specifically targeting the dodos.
I mean, I just quickly want to say, we're clocking up ridiculous views now. We're clocking up 468 views at the moment.
Oh my goodness.
That's incredible.
I believe we started off with about 200. It's slowly gone up over the night.
I will admit, we were clocking up
here.
like an average of 300. Now it's obviously boosted up in preparedness for Banny and Array and stuff showing up. The famous folks are coming in now, boys and girls. They're soon going to be in the building, and we'll be able to chat to them and sort this out.
Don't worry, you can kick the
main event.
I mean, it's incredible we've managed to get them. I mean, we actually have like no budget, very few people actually working on this. It's surprising to manage to put it together at all, really. It's just incredible that we managed to get these people and they're actually willing to come out and help. So it's really good to see that.
It is completely a volunteer effort organized by the TF2 community.
I was just going to say, obviously, for those of you that do donate and want the badge will start giving out within like the first week or two. You'll get it fairly quickly. But we obviously, I have to sort it out myself. Valve have given me a little program.
Don't you have to manually input it?
Yes, I do. Valve have given me a little program. I'm going to sit there with my little list of names, slowly work my way through it. It's going to take me a lot of time.
It's okay,
it's going to be
man.
really good.
You got this.
But yeah, it's going to be really fun, and I hope you guys really enjoy it.
Did you tell Valve to make sure that my metal spits fire and kills anyone that touches my player model?
I'm sorry, I think that may have got muscle.
Oh, damn it.
Valve,
they're really shiny. Like the badge is really, really shiny. Like I get blinded like across the map. People just constantly picking me out because they just see the badge. It's incredible how shiny it is. It actually looks really good. I mean, the model, our model makers XB33 did an amazing job with it, and generally just they all did incredible work on it. It's very lucky that Uberchain and some other people happened to guide us along the the route to getting a badge, and it was really good that Valve was actually willing to back us up on it. All incredibly fortuitous. All this thing happened to come together to give this event. So you guys best make the most of it.
Oh yeah, that's someone. Actually, that gives me an idea to take a moment to actually thank Uberchain and a lot of the SFM people who've been doing a lot of work for this.
Well, I mean, like you can see right there, they're showing you at the moment being made for it, and again, so many people have contributed. Again, in Radical, we always encourage every single portion of the community to get involved. It's just incredible the amount of people that have been coming out to help and support this, and I it makes me think that this is all worth it because it's just like it's bringing part of the reason why I made this
charity.
Well, part of the reason I made this was to obviously support charity and that, but I also brought it because people seem to need this sort of event. They wanted to be able to come together toward a common goal, and I think that's one of these things that does it. I know it sounds incredibly cliche, but it is true. Obviously, I think
it's one of the strengths of the TF2 community.
Well, yeah, I mean, like it's just the amount of people we have, and they're all different skills and needs, and they just all seem to come together for this. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Brings a tear to my manly eye.
Your manly eye.
Manly eye.
Oh,
yeah.
Are you sure your eyes are that manly?
Well, my eyelids already have biceps, so I think it's pretty manly.
You should get that checked out, man.
I don't actually have eyelashes; they're just mustaches.
Oh,
that manly.
That sounds disgusting, to be quite frank with you.
Well, manliness is not always clean. But we should be setting up the server.
We've gone on a dark route.
Let's say, but the server should be setting up very soon, and we'll be getting. Hopefully, our celebrities will be showing up any second. Yeah.
Well, that sounds fantastic. We're due to start in just a few minutes, according to our schedule here, so it should be good. Had some very strong performances thus far in the night. Hopefully, we can see many more. I'm hoping this will be one of the matches we have where it's not a complete 5-0 as well.
Yeah.
We live in hope that it will be like a closely contested thing.
I think this one will be one of the closer ones, in all fairness. That's why I put it here. I think these two teams will be very much tied, I think, toward the start. We're playing on Reckoner, which is actually a very interesting map. Because you rarely... It's a bit awkward for the players, but it's certainly fun for the viewers. But
bless you.
I know. I'm sorry. I've just been talking so much tonight that it's just getting to me.
Reckoner.
But yeah, I think it's a very aesthetically pleasing map, and I think it's got a lot of interesting chokes and turns.
It's a disgusting map.
Well, some people like it, some people hate it. It depends on if you're playing or if you're watching. If you're watching, it's a lot more fun than if you're playing.
Yeah. Oh God, what was that?
We are about to hit 500 viewers.
Are we?
Oh, can we do it? If anyone has any friends that are unsure if they want to watch the stream tonight, please do give us a quick old share there. Let's boost those numbers and see how insanely high we can raise it.
Very impressive.
For the animals, remember. So just tell your friends that if they come by the stream, they can directly support puppies across the world.
I have just
for the puppies.
I have just received word from our favorite Irish commentator, and sorry, RT, you're the second favorite.
What? I've been lied to.
Admirable is just now. He's finishing up watering the last of his potato crops. You guys know how important this is. That he has to get that done. He's got to get the harvest in. But he's finishing watering them up, and he is walking into his little farmhouse right now as we speak.
Well, I can confirm this being Irish myself. It's important as well that he quickly chugs a pint of Guinness before he comes on. Otherwise, the man doesn't stand a chance. Yeah, that's mandatory. It's kind of like oxygen for us. We have to have at least 1 pint an hour, or we will die.
Oh, that's actual science.
It's actual science. That's how leprechauns are born. They just forget to drink their Guinness. It's rogue Irish.
That's where they come from.
And you heard it here from me.
Peter, you should be offering them some of your beverage.
Ooh, it's a very strong concoction. I wouldn't do that.
We don't condone drinking, boys and girls.
No, this is a puppy-friendly stream.
Yeah.
This is at least be 20 years old before you even get a sip of it.
Oh, and
I find it expensive.
I have just obtained word from the man himself. The band man is on the march, ladies and gentlemen.
He is on the way here.
Yay. He's on his way. He's going to bust open the door any moment now.
Driving in his car.
I actually didn't know that Admirable was Irish, I'll be honest. I thought I was like one of the few.
How did you not know? How?
I don't know. I think I've been watching the wrong guy for years.
He literally has an emote dedicated to him for Tip of the Hats that's Toth Potato.
Yeah, I know. I'm even looking here at his Twitter now, and it's like, oh, that's actual Guinness advertising in the background. I think I've been following the wrong guy for years.
Wow.
I'm very curious as to who the other Admirable is now. There's an imposter among us.
Well, I might accidentally join the server. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay, man. Don't worry. You just wanted to scout it out.
I just wanted to play, man. That's all I wanted.
It's okay. We understand.
I was just going to say, obviously, the fact of the matter is we are clocking a ridiculous amount of donations. I was just saying, obviously, the fact that we are very much getting close to 3K. Obviously, we just had a huge boost there.
We just broke 500 viewers.
500.
500 viewers and almost beaten 3K. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, we've had quite a number of donations.
Records are being set here, ladies and gentlemen.
Obviously, we've got Kyler Gregory, who says all animals should live equally. Amen to that. Who donated $20. Roadkill Smoothie, who donated $15. And then we have Tails, who says the TF2 community is awesome. I think we can all get behind that sentiment. Who donated £30. And then we also have Pink Windmill Kid, who donated $6. Who said animals are really important and we should really cherish them. It's just amazing to see all the support coming out here.
Banny has entered the building.
I was just about to say, our new commentators have arrived for the next hour. Hello to Banny and Admirable. How's it going, guys?
Hello.
Well, you guys have perfect timing.
They arrived together as well.
Flawless.
Maybe they drove the same car.
Did you share a taxi?
Sorry, I'm just getting ready for the day and trying to get in the server and all that.
Ixnay. Just ignore it for the moment. So obviously the next map is going to be on Reckoner, which obviously is not one that a lot of people are familiar with, but it is actually a fairly fun one for people viewing. It's pretty notorious for being not as fun for some of the players. But at this point, we're going to be a bit selfish, and we're going to say we want the most entertaining content, and I think this map's going to bring out some entertaining plays. And we've obviously got some really interesting teams coming up. Obviously, we have Array's team, which consists of Valve News Network, Samaxi, Array himself, DeJuel, Logic, and SolarLight. So that should be interesting. See if Valve News Network can get the picks as much as he can pick news.
You spent like a week preparing that line, didn't you?
Yeah, I know.
It didn't come out as well as you thought it would, huh?
Well, you know, comedy's all in timing.
So can you clarify something? Are there no class limits or something, or what's going on?
This is the ETF2L 6's config.
Have they recently allowed 3 scouts in ETF2L?
All 3 heavies.
Yeah, actually,
why not?
It's got 3 scouts.
Why not? I suppose makes it more entertaining. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
I was pretty disappointed that my reserve shooter was not being able to get pulled out as pyro.
Oh, you'll get over
class
it.
limits might be a bit broken, so
It'll be okay. But I think as things are going to be gearing up and things are getting ready on the server, I think I'm going to dash out now. We have our replacement commentators. I've been replaced by a superior Irishman.
To be sure, to be sure.
So I will leave you guys to it. It's been fun talking to you all tonight, and I hope the rest of the night goes well, and I will see you all tomorrow.
Bye.
goodbye.
All the best, guys.
See ya. Alright, we'll quickly bring in some of the team captains here and have a quick word with them about what and how they think the match is going to go. We'll quickly grab Array here, the man of the hour.
Oh boy.
Bring him in and see if he...
Training.
Hey Array, how's it going?
Oh, ready? You need an Uber? You need an Uber?
Array! Yes, I need that Uber right now. Come here.
Array, calm down. It's fine, you're in commentators now. It's fine. Relax. How do you think the match is going to go? Any particular thoughts you have, Array?
No. I think the match is going to go fantastic, honestly.
You think you're going to win? Complete team wipe? First 5
No,
seconds?
not complete team wipe. I think it's going to be a bit more of a, like a kind of one-ply toilet paper kind of wipe. But you know something? I think it's worth it.
Oh, good. Is there any particular players on the other team you're worried about?
I'm worried about Sniper. That's it. I'm worried about Sniper. I hate snipers and they hate me. So, Sniper. Let's just say that the giant floating purple target on my head is not good for.
Oh,
people
really?
who
Wow.
are good
Okay,
at
sorry.
snipers.
Sorry to interrupt you, but I actually did start. Sorry, I didn't realise it started so early. I'll put you back.
Yeah, we were all wondering about that. All right.
Yeah, what's going on?
So this is in fact a live match right now?
Yes, I know. They were supposed to wait. Okay, there appears to be some sort of confusion. All right, they're gonna restart. They're gonna restart. We're restarting. We're restarting.
Mid, even though he was in our
We're restarting. We're restarting. They're just fooling around. Oh, maybe scared myself. I thought we just wasted a good time there, but it's fine because we're restarting. Fine.
Imagine you pulling that off in an actual comp match, grabbing the captain.
Yeah. Well, they're just fooling around. They're just fooling around. They'll be restarting in a second. We'll get back into it. Anyway, so I'm gonna quickly nip off and have a word with them. If you guys want to quickly see what you think of the match, so what do you think? What do you think of the team so far? Just have a quick look at them. Any particular thoughts immediately right now? Looking at them, do you think which team do you think is gonna win? Any
I
of
don't
our
know about
comments?
you, Barney, but I'm definitely favouring the team with 3 scouts. Scout pretty OP.
Yeah, I think they probably got the advantage here. And they've got Valve News Network. He might have recently gotten some information about TF2 from Gabe that will unlock his potential.
I love that guy on YouTube, actually. Here's the bomb forward, though, as we see Onage trying to go balls deep there, but gets shut down by the Phlogistonator Pyro, the classic counter to the Soldier Bomb, Manny.
Heavy getting out to mid a bit late here, but he's got a full buff here, and he's ready to take on the world. And with that low ground on the point, it might actually play to their favor, but looks like they're kind of cornering themselves in the house. And they're just getting overwhelmed right now. Array 7 going for the melee kills. and they've been wiped out. It's just Ownage, and he is about to take them head on right now.
Very liberal approach to the classes here. We saw him as Soldier in middle. He's now playing Scout, but gets domed there by Simaxi. And I think it's going to be best for our red team to try and regroup on last year, but they just keep feeding players. This one could be a slam dunk right now.
Yeah, there's no breaks for the blue team right now.
They're showing no mercy here as they pour their way onto the point, but they haven't actually capped second yet. Rookie mistake right there. Reckon it's been updated a little bit since I last saw it. Looking pretty decent right now. How are you feeling about the map at the minute, Banny?
This is, yeah, so this is RC1. I think the second point and lobby changes are for the best, but the mid has a strange change, in my opinion, where they added this shed. Kind of makes things a little bit more claustrophobic back in that corner. Not a fan of that, but it was kind of an experiment, is what I've gathered.
So are they actually not going to restart the map then? Is it 3-0?
It's kind of unclear. They're playing as if it's real, I feel like. Oh, we have an admin trying to figure out how to restart it. Here,
yeah, don't worry, they're just having some server trouble at the moment. It's just the fact that someone jumped the gun a little too early, and they thought they were actually going for that.
Oh, no.
One of the teams was messing around, flicking on the ready and not ready, and the other team readied up, and it happened to start by accident. But they're sorting it out now, so we'll be starting up again soon. Apologise for the mistakes. I didn't think they'd be that eager. I thought they were gonna possibly have some time to organise themselves, but they were straight in.
There's nothing to apologise for, man. You know, they're just keen to save the animals.
I must say, I think they're really cool. I mean, we are clocking up like ridiculous amounts of donations at the moment, more than we could ever anticipate.
So, can you remind me what the main charity this benefits is?
It is International Animal Rescue, which does protects animals from cruelty and poachers and all kinds of endangerment all over the world, both domestic and obviously abroad. So they'll save like dogs and cats around the neighborhood. They'll also save rhinos from hunters that will just like try and get them for their horns. It's ridiculous the amount they do. And I think that this sort of money will really go to good use. And they've been such a supportive charity. I mean, I've got almost constant emails from them just thanking me and giving me resources and stuff like that. They've just been such a supportive charity. It's amazing. And I think they don't get as much recognition as they should. It's just one of those groups that
Has
really
it always been
deserves.
the same charity with this event?
No, last year we did do Red Cross, but the fact of the matter is that we raised 423 quid for them. Obviously, Red Cross is a very big charity, so we didn't get as much support from them as last time as this one. But obviously, we certainly did the well, and it was very fun for everyone involved. It was generally a good time all around, and everyone seemed to enjoy it. And any help we can do is just great. Obviously, they're still messing around, so if you guys keep commentating on this while we quickly sort out some of the stuff with that.
Man, I see him asking for the command there in chat. It's MP_tournament_restart1, I think. But it looks like tournament admin 101 there in chat, but the game is continuing. I want to believe it's real, Banny. I'm getting hyped for this one.
Yeah, well, they're on game point here. I think they're just letting blue win, actually, so that they can restart it that way. If only we could relay that information to them. If only there was some method of communication on the internet.
Lanny, I haven't been keeping up to date with TF2 for, let's just imagine I've been in a coma since I-58. Are Europe still the #1 continent around? Has anything changed?
There was another international LAN in January, and the tables have turned back towards America. We are now on top again.
I feel ill. I'm going to be sick.
Yeah, sorry to say that justice has been served. But I'm hoping we'll get another opportunity to have that battle unfold in front of our eyes again. But currently, nothing announced, unfortunately. So we're stuck with the silliness of this server, I guess. This is the pinnacle of TF2 right now.
Yeah, is this ETF2 match we're in for right now? You know, is this the current state of TF2?
I think it might be, actually.
I do keep one eye on the TF2 scene. I know you were pushing hard for the unified global whitelist.
Oh yeah, the whitelist is important, I'd say. Whitelist is kind of the first step in my opinion, though. Eventually I'd love to see a global rule set type thing, but people are very stuck in their ways, you know, so it's a hard thing to... It's kind of like politics, you know? It's more about how people feel than what's right or wrong, you know what I mean?
I always try to encourage the ETF2 admins to just like abandon the whitelist altogether and allow everything, but that was at the point I kind of stopped competing. So I just wanted to like turn it into a clusterfuck and see what would happen. Then I could commentate and watch the madness unfold. But you're actually making it happen right now, Banny.
Well, I didn't have much to do with organizing this, I'll be honest. So this is just kind of just so happens to be crazy. These people, from my understanding, don't have a lot of competitive experience, so they're kind of bringing their casual perspective into a competitive setting, which is kind of, honestly, that's more of what we need, you know, bridging that gap. And maybe they'll uncover something that we've been too stubborn to try, you know, because Sixes hasn't changed much in the last 9 years, but TF2 has, so there could be a lot of things that just have been neglected or just undiscovered, and maybe they'll show us something, but who knows?
9 years, man. It's crazy to think it's been that long.
Yeah, it really is. Like it's gone by pretty quickly in my eyes, but looking back, a lot's changed in my life. But TF2's always been a constant.
I remember when you were a fresh-faced young nerd appearing in the ASEA LAN finals. Pictures of Banny surfaced. Now you're the king of TF2, man. You're accompanying the cause of competitive TF2. I think the stream viewers doubled just when they knew you were coming on here.
Wow. They just came to see some amazing Reckoner gameplay.
Yeah, guys, we've got one of the greatest TF2 players of all time.
You got
here.
some fans too.
And Banny's here too, guys. Oh, Bazinga. Roasted kid. Banny.
Yeah.
Do you like animals?
I do. I have a cat, you know.
Tell me a little bit then about your thoughts about the cause. Why people should donate, you know.
Well, I'm not too familiar with the charity. Just had that brief introduction there, but I certainly don't stand for animal cruelty, and I'm a little bit more attached to sort of the domestic animals. You know, I have a cat, like I said, so the idea of those kinds of animals getting the help that they might need away from abusive owners or any other unfavorable conditions, I'd say that's worth supporting.
You know what, Banny?
I think everyone can do their part, you know, whether it's donating or not, but you know, just be a good person, really, and treat animals well. I don't see why anyone wouldn't do that.
I can get behind that.
Yeah.
I mean, I never had any pets as a child growing up.
You've never had any pets? Wow.
We had a goldfish, but I mean, goldfish.
Hey, those count. Yeah,
they count too. You know, they don't really show much affection, Banny. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
But
yeah,
recently,
that's true.
I was visiting my cousin, and she has a very nice cat that came over and, you know, was purring. And
the cats do.
Very affectionate, man. And, you know, it just melted my heart.
Oh.
It was an important moment for me, Banny, you know. That's
the first cat you ever saw at your ripe young age of whatever you are.
40.
Yeah.
No, I love animals, man. They're tasty. I mean, chicken is probably my favorite.
Well, that's a completely different conversation. I don't know if I don't know if we want to be having that one right now.
Yeah, we're going live, man.
All right.
It's the redo. 0-0 here. 30 minutes. I'm not sure what the rule set is. Is it first to 5 NA style, or is it win difference 5?
I believe it's going to be win difference 5. So yeah, we're going out to mid here. I'm going to be favoring the blue team. They showed a lot of spirit in that pre-game that we saw there, and RTZ starting off strong, giving the meat to Fake News Dave, but not a endangered animal meat. Don't worry, just a regular old meat shot. And red team is already retreating out of metal.
I've opened the can of worms here, but they are free-range worms. They don't suffer. Right now, the red team are crumbling here thanks to that big flank from Z, who did go down for his troubles, but they're trying to recontest middle here despite being heavily outnumbered. Looks like they just want to take the shortcut to the respawn here and throw their lives in the line. They're getting chased down by that Flog Pyro. Logic trying to pump out the damage, but gets denied by the scout pistol there.
That was a close one there. Deej Luigi was just being chased down by like 4 people, but somehow gets out of there, gets back to the safety of his lobby, and now is the Uber charge. I think they're going to be defending second, maybe even pushing out here as their heavy defends the point, and the demo overextended, but Sumaxi just rattling off headshots here, drops Onage the scout, and now red team is just backed into a corner, pop their Uber, and seemingly lost all direction.
I just got one in a Twitch chat here, buddy. Apparently we've broken the £3,000 mark.
Wow.
Do we have any donations to read out? Who pushed us over the line?
You know, I don't have any information about that. I'm just here to commentate, really.
Yeah,
we'd have to get one of our admins.
They're too respectful, man. They've actually all muted themselves right now. You know, they don't. They just have such respect for our art. Our
we realise what people are here for, so we just
the animal.
The animal.
Yeah. Yep. Obviously got Virginia T here, who donated $5, who said that, hey, we just want to say thanks for the kind of events. I have not that much money, but hopefully every little bit counts. And obviously we've got some Pruis from French donating for €10, and lots of other people who are donating £5 and €5. So great to see this sort of things happening.
All right, thanks to all those guys.
Keep the donations coming in. I've heard, you know, just casually mentioned on the stream that 4K could be achievable. We're only here on day 1 right now, and I want to believe right now Z's whipping out the baseball bat, trying to claim that demo man scalp, but fake news. Dave, too strong, survives on 19 health. Now moving in, lands the pipe onto Logic, tries to connect the other one, but he has survived. The red team actually seem to be edging it out in this mid, though. They've got that 2-man advantage already, and they're reluctant to commit, though. They're just trying to be very cautious here. It reminds me of European TF2.
Yes, indeed. They played it very safely, very slow. I think they're letting the blue team kind of come into them. That's their strategy here. So they picked off that scout who just full committed early on. Then they bring in that heavy late, and then they just overwhelm them with really the health advantage of that heavy. And now they're just storming ahead. Stragglers getting picked off left and right on the second point. Both scouts down. Certainly don't need to be stacking this point. They should be rolling right in their last, but their inexperience in 6s may be showing a little bit through there. But leading the charge is Zeno, the heavy. And actually, no, Fake News Dave's just going to bomb right on the point. Kind of reminiscent of what you'd see from Ali over there in the top divisions of Europe. But now the heavy just strolling in. He cannot be stopped, or he's just going to instantly blow up the direct hit. A nice adaptation there to go direct hit. Deals extra burst damage there against the heavy, and he's going to get dropped down, and now it's just gosh darn golly gee willikers going to die to Z. And they successfully hold the last.
I mean, some player names just really throw down the gauntlet to casters, and I think gosh darn golly gee willikers is one of those. Fake News Dave has dived in again, but once again, Sumax with that direct hit. Going to be the sheriff here and send him back to jail. The recap has come in there. on second. What is going on, actually? I'm so confused right now, man. Are they on
just
middle?
Slipped behind, and the red team is trying to desperately hold middle here, down 3. And Z, again, overextending. I think that's kind of the most common thing I'm seeing from these scouts is they just have no sense of where that line is that you can't cross. They disrespect it, and they go forward at all times. It's really putting the pressure on the red team here, but if they can get those kills, it pays off in the long run. And they're ready to advance again. Onage had started some back cap time here, keeping the blue team back, so red team with their pyro and their heavy are on the offensive right now.
Fake news, Dave is being pressured hard here. He's resisted the urge to just bomb in madly.
Yeah, I can tell Fake News Dave is a bit uncomfortable that he hasn't bombed in to just land on their heads. And he just looks lost, just jumping around. Oh, there he is. Trying to jump now, but he's going to go down. Just out in the open, bouncing around. And that flogged Pyro Uber, not something you see too often, but it's proving that it can just melt people here as Logic rolls through middle. And now he's 1v1ing another Pyro. Who gets onto a race 7, takes him down to 60 health, but he's going to be okay.
I mean, positioning is king in TF2, and our blue team are punishing hard here, pushing forward here, collecting all the hit scalps they can. Direct hits being flung in the direction of that medic, but Zijun's dodging too strong right now. Onage is going in deep, but Scout gets set alight there, has to run into the lobby for health. Fake News Dave is just unrelenting here in his aggression. No heals for him either here. Of course, you got to keep that heavy on 450 at all times. Never stop healing your heavy, buddy.
Exactly. I'm actually a fan of the heavy. I think it's kind of underrated. And he just got 4 kills. He's going to go ahead and taunt. He was kind of the hero of that hold right there. I honestly think a full-time heavy could work. Your team just needs to play around it. And maybe these players are just so used to playing around it in their pubs that they're just making it work right now. And he just pumps out the damage. The real way to make the heavy fail is if you take out everyone around him, because he can't crowd control very well. But if they're going to be distracted, he can just push forward and deal a lot of damage to them.
Yeah, definitely a class that requires teamwork to defeat. So probably a smart choice here in this situation.
True.
You know, he's like the end boss here. After you kill off all the little minions, you have to try and kill the heavy too.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm definitely a fan of the heavy. You know, thinking back to TF2 golden era in Europe where we had TCM used to run a heavy and a sniper at the highest level. So it can.
So did they do that on every map or just Gully Wash?
Just Gully Wash really, but I mean this map got good sight lines here. Could be effective for both heavy and sniper.
Yeah, true.
2 players down right now for our red team. Gosh darn Gully G Willigers.
Oh,
and
no.
Big Dave
They made the fatal mistake. They dropped their heavy.
Back cab. A kind of back cab here as we see our pyromedic combo trying to retreat here, but they distract it long enough for Onage to sneak in around on Scout. Geno World 70 though. Seems to be the
Solar Light to step it up.
This is huge from Onage. He's just been dancing on the point, denying that final cap. It was nibble hairs away from being capped there, man. This restart of the map though has been significantly closer. I mean, it was 3-0 after 5 minutes last time, and we're still here in round 2. 21 minutes left on the clock. I mean, I think they were definitely just warming up that time. They had a time to, you know, see what the enemy was made of. Uh-oh, Z again sneaking in round behind that point's almost capped, trying to make that play, but is getting just shooed away there, Bunny. What do you think of the play right now? Would you be willing to make a prediction?
I still think Blue is going to keep control of this, but it is definitely interesting to see the contrast between the pregame and what's happening right now. Red team definitely making more of a stand. They even had an assault on the last, so that was better than they did the entire pregame, and it could have been some advanced mental game tactics where they just pretend that they're incompetent and then they show their true form when it counts. But the crumble at the moment is perhaps suggesting the opposite, as Z is just going for a 5-kill streak. Can he get the 6K? Give the man his glory. Don't steal it from him. Oh, I'm disgusted. Z deserved.
I mean, pretending you're incompetent, that's basically called doing the sideshow, except he never really comes through with the goods.
Well, he's still saving it.
He's playing the long con. It's been 5 years now, sideshow. Oh wow, that flog was popped off there, and you just saw the red team scurrying back to their spawn, leaving the point wide open to make it 2-0 here to the... How do you pronounce this team name? The Macchus?
The Macchus, yeah, I don't know what that is.
Our red team was
McChickens, I think that's what it is. An homage to eating animals. I don't know.
Disgusting.
I know. They could be a little bit more thoughtful.
Fanny, do you ever look at your cat and think, what would that look like in a burger bun?
I guess not, just because he's so hairy. It's like I'd never even really considered it.
That's good to hear, man. You know, I'm glad we're all on the same page here today as we raise money for international animal rescue. But on this mid fight number 3, it's looking kind of close. But as we begin on that sentence, the
Spy.
kicks in.
Spy getting 2 backstabs there, and it's actually going to come at a very crucial moment. Right when they were about to get completely wiped, he gets 2 picks there and slows down the red advance. That's nice to see, a little bit of a change up there. It seems like they've all been kind of stuck on their classes. We've seen the heavy the whole game, the pyro the whole game, but now they busted out that spy to really shake it up, which was cool. I think the spy is a good choice against the heavy. The problem is, once you use it once, it's hard to make it work again.
Yeah, especially in 6s where you don't have the madness of a 12v12 server, even like 9v9 Highlander. It's easier to account for that spy or to watch your back. But the action continues here, and Z has managed to juke in onto top of that blue crate, but does get plucked out of the air there by the scar gun of Onage. Uber being popped off as our blue team, the McChickens, just barrels into butts here. That is the name of the other team. And only one player remains. It's Onage. He's back on the field. He's running around the middle here. He could attempt to block this cap. He's going to take the 1v1 with logic. He has to stay at range of those flames, though. His demo man's arrived in the middle, too. Fake News Dave spamming pipes. And the blue team have tried to commit to the cap here on second. They're going 1 versus 3 against the medic. But just about win that one. The cap does come in the middle.
Yeah, but it's a late cap there. They had 2 people sitting back there, and because they pushed in such a split manner, 3 on mid and 3 pushing, it kind of came back to bite them. They fail in their push, and now the mid is going to be changing hands yet again.
Heavy going down from the pyro flank here. Scorch shot to the face. They might be able to cap this one. Super weak. The demo man's coming in today. Gets 1 scout.
Solarlight's not going to let that happen. Ooh, that pipe. Crisp. The best hope here is probably going to be a back cap, and it looks like Fake News Dave is going for it. He's just going to push straight through the flank. He did this last time, actually, and the combo is on middle, getting the back cap. But it's 2 scouts versus a demo man. That's not going to turn out well. If he would have maybe circled himself off with some stickies, he might have been able to cap that, but he was not prepared, and the Flog Pyro is ready to pounce. It's going to be rolling in top. Here it is. Let's see if Logic can melt the red team here. Now, he fears the heavy, actually. I would have taken that fight, but maybe I'm a little bit more cocky than he is. But they're going to slow it down. They're going to wait on the Uber. I think Array 7 really is bringing his medic expertise into this match. He seems to be a little bit more aware of the Uber advantages and how to capitalize off of them. So he's been, I'd say, the MVP of this round. The first big turning point for them in this round was an Uber from Array 7, and then there again into last.
I think he is the engine of this team, driving them forward. Currently 3-0 up here with still 15 minutes, 50 seconds.
So time for a comeback for sure. But some things are going to have to change.
You're going to stick with the heavy onto mid here, not the fastest class to roll. I assume the Gru is still banned, right?
Yeah, I have a feeling it is. Otherwise, he'd probably have it equipped, and he'd be there just in par with his medic. But he's arriving just a few seconds late, and here he is all spun up. He sees 4 people up on the bridge, and they're all going to run away. But there's no follow up with the spy again. Trying to run the spy on mid.
We've seen Z go behind us on scout pretty much every middle, and this time he's turned the heads of the red combo long enough just to kind of bully them back into the lobby almost single-handedly there, and this chaos is being capitalized on right now by our blue team. We end up producing a full team wipe there, a perfect.
Yeah, there it is, blue team. I only just noticed there's no soldiers in this match. So that's interesting.
Soldiers now obsolete in 2017.
Yes.
It was only a matter of time before it happened. If you listen to soldier mains. Right now, Uber popped off here for Array 7. Again, trying to lead his team forward. He's actually in front of them almost on the point there, but everyone else is just kind of gingerly edging their way forward. He's going to go for the cap solo here, but his teammates, they're just laying around him here in corpse form. It's on logic here to pop up that oomph again. He's trying to go huge here as the Phlegistinator Pyro just about gets that one frag. He's onto the medic, surely! No!
Is medic not gonna burn? No, he's gonna regenerate and he's out. That was a close call there, but Z's trying to follow up on it. Not gonna happen. But oh, he hits the meat! Gonna take down the medic. Gosh darn golly gee willikers. Looks like there's been a class change here actually. DJ Luigi used to be the medic. Maybe this class change not for the better as they're just still losing the round.
We had a bad cap there as well. Onage managed to sneak out there solo as scout, get that cap in, but the recap has come in here. And again, our blue team McChickens just tightening their grip on last. Spy, I think Dead Ringer there, he's still on the field, so Maxi is going to be working his way in to try and get behind enemy lines.
Just trigger finger, not fast enough to pop that Dead Ringer. He's going to go down to the scout. And Onage actually on a 2K right now. He's dancing around in lobby. Is he going to get out? No, he catches the sticky from Solar Light. So the numbers now actually in favor of the blue team. Are they going to try and capitalize off this? And a few pipes connect into Xeno, the heavy, but it's not going to be enough to break this. But the Uber? Here from Array 7, the Uber. It's all on this. If Gosh can get his, he's at 85%. They might be able to hold, but oh no, Array 7 dropped? He must have dropped that Uber. And he goes down.
They've left the door open. Z's gonna run in on main here.
Z
Nobody
finds
sees
the
him.
opening, but he's not
looking.
fast enough. He only gets about a third of that cap time. And now he's stuck behind. Z, though, the most dangerous player in this server, I'd have to say. And he's the man behind, so anyone going back to 1v1 him is in for some danger.
I feel like maybe the awareness isn't the greatest because nobody has stayed behind or nobody has bothered. Did they even know there was this guy behind there when they capped?
Yeah, they might not have even noticed the cap time. It was pretty quick.
Oh, he comes in, guns down, gosh darn golly gee willikers.
Yeah. But
you know, Z has eventually died. His campaign of violence has come to an end for now. And our red team, but are going to be taking that mid cap, pushing ahead here onto CP4. The heavy hot lead spray just pushing them back, but even though they have that little man advantage, they're just not quick enough to capitalize on it, and they've allowed the blue team to kind of get a defensive grip here. But it may only be a matter of time before the red resurgence begins. They're starting to work their way in through Toxic there. There's no barrels here anymore, or there are? Did they still call it Toxic, Bunny?
Yes. Similar to like how water and Gully Wash. There's no water there anymore. Once it's been called that, it stays. So this will probably always be the Toxic room.
Logic popping off those squirt shots, trying to just see if he can take the fight there. Like, actually, they just back away. They're gonna go lower, but
oh my gosh, this wrap! It's so perfect, but I feel like it's so accidental. The entire red team wraps through Toxic, while the blue team wraps through House, and they're already on the way to last. It looks like there's only a scout there. They need to keep going fast. There's a soldier and a scout near last. They need to be getting that cap time if they want to win this round and start this comeback here. Z super weak on last, only 20 HP, and they're trying desperately to get on the point, but they've taken too long. And they're just busting out the melee. Desperation time now, and the Flog Pyro. So blue team reacting swiftly there to get back and save the round.
The McChicken and the wrap, you know, getting hungry right now, Manny. But we're here to save the animals. Focus.
I think you can get a chicken wrap from McDonald's actually. So their name is quite meta.
For the sponsorship deal, Mickey D's, please save the animals.
Yeah.
Blue team now working their way through on that right hand side on their perspective. They are in the lobby. They see the medic here. They're going to send the bomb forward. Samaxi's played many classes so far, but this time he's trying to go deep onto that medic as soldier. Oh, it's actually
kind of an antiquated
right.
strategy. Busting out the soldier in 2017.
What are they thinking? I mean, what next? Are they going to run the engineer? Oh my god. The fight is continuing though on middle, but it's only fake news Dave, you know, the original hero of this cast, but even he can't stop.
No, he can't. He's a very confident individual, that's for sure. He'll take pretty much any fight.
I think you could take a leaf from his book, Banny, you know?
Maybe. That could be a thing, you know, maybe my preconceived notions about demo being an important and valuable class to keep alive holds me back sometimes. Who knows?
That's all I ask.
You have to imagine, what if there's a player that just got rid of all of that and they just were supremely confident at all times? Maybe they could change the world.
I mean it. And all we can ask, Manny, is that you keep an open mind, you know, like now that you're the supreme leader of TF2, we don't want things to turn into like a dogma, you know, where people just follow you blindly. It's important to challenge you know, these conceived notions of meta. This could just be the birth of something new right now.
It could be for sure. I think I am more open-minded than a lot of people, but some old habits are hard to break, you know. So it's kind of a struggle.
Like not dying as demo man, you know.
Yeah. That kind of habit. It's hard to get rid of.
I think you need to adopt the more debonair style, you know, just throw caution to the wind. Put your life on the line now and again.
Yeah. Start bombing in. Start backcapping.
Backcapping? Whoa.
I mean, yeah,
easy, man.
What if there was a 5th class that could backcap the demo man? This could change everything.
I like that. Use of the flog. Oomph. Just
Yeah,
runs in first, beats like the fire.
I'm actually a fan of the flog. A lot of people probably don't see its use because of the lack of an air blast, but I just like the straight up DM style of it. It's just you and your flames, you know, and you gotta find a way to make it work. So I'm actually a fan of it, and he's showing that it can work. The key to using it well is to just manage your flame damage so that you get your charge up before you die, and then popping that in a safe distance or around the corner or during some chaotic fight, and then just getting a big flank in or something. Or if you get Ubered, it's even better.
Absolutely.
Oh wow, Solar Light just unloading his stickies. He kind of dominated this middle, and they're just gonna plow forward. The Spy and Pyro strat on mid seems to be successful.
For a while there, I felt like Butts were really composing themselves. I thought they were going to be able to produce that comeback, but it just seems like, you know, McChickens are too strong right now.
Yeah, it does. Solar Light, I didn't even notice. He's top scoring right now by a wide margin, so he's been going off. I think maybe they just weren't prepared for that demo man presence.
I think we've got a pro here. You know, I think he could be a ringer. You know, he's stepped in here pretending to be a rookie, but he's really a professional gamer.
Yeah, it could be.
Oh, another big Uber charge here from Array7, who's just been captaining his team with these Uber charges, you know, cracking that whip, pushing them forward, and they're going to be able to mob up most of the remaining players. Only Onage remains alive, and we've seen him do big things before. He's trying to get a beat on that medic, but doesn't want to commit there. I would have sacrificed there.
Oh,
I would have run
definitely.
him.
Yeah. That would have been the right play to make. His name is Onage. He's got to live up to that name, you know. He's got to go for those plays. He's got to make it happen. But he hesitates, and it's going to be his team's demise, I think, here on this last point. And now they're all closing in through the high ground. Z's in. The fight ensues. The heavy is weak. No one's falling just yet. Heavy trying to eat a sandwich just in the middle of the fight. And he's going to survive.
Swings for the medic, but only gets the side stab. Gets gunned down now by Xeno on Heavy. He turns around. He's going to gun down the scout as well. How's he doing it? But Logic's coming in.
Oh, there it is. There's the crit flog. 3 people down. And I think he's going to finish this one off. He needs to kill the scout, though. He's going to get all of them.
He's totally lost track of this scout, but he only could elude him for so long as he gets knocked off the point. He's going to make it 5-0.
You count the after round. That's a 6k there from the Flog Pyro.
Absolutely. That's the ace.
There it is. It's a frag video moment right there.
This is a Death Merchant's university moment, I think, Manny. You know, I want to see a video about this.
I might need to make a tutorial, get everyone on the same page about this Flog Pyro strat and all of its intricacies.
You know, if you are a new player to competitive TF2, or even if you're a player in this game right now, you might benefit from watching a few of Banny's videos.
True enough. I'm always here to help, you know, get more people into the competitive TF2 scene and, you know, work their way up the ladder. I am starting that new tutorial series, like you mentioned. It's a work in progress, releasing videos every week or every other week. So just trying to help out the new generation, you know.
Everyone loves a bit of subtle plug right there. But no, that was a really interesting match to watch. And obviously, it was. What do you guys think? Do you think it was really good, or was it interesting?
Was it really good?
Well, the fight's good, man. It wasn't necessarily what I would see at the World Championships, you know. That wasn't what I was expecting when I came here. It was kind of one-sided. I mean, the scoreline tells you that it was 5-0 in the end, but I felt like I was on a journey with the teams, you know. From the beginning, I was like, oh my God, why are they making these decisions? But, you know, I started to see them improve and learn from their mistakes. And it was pretty close at the start of the map. But I mean, I think there's a psychological element here for bots where they just need to get themselves in the right mind frame, you know. The game is often won or lost in your own mind, I think, Banny. And just the mental fortitude from McChickens was superior on display here today.
It was. We could see that swagger from the very beginning.
Yeah.
They carried it out to the end. And while there was some glimmers of hope from the red team, they just couldn't maintain that level of the McChickens.
Team Meme just couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to grab a couple from each of the teams and we'll have a word with them?
Of course.
So let's
post-game
grab
interview here.
Ray here and drag him in. Drag. Yep.
Ray, if I'm not mistaken, was Banny's player of the game.
Was he?
Well, I think it was that fourth round they won. I gave it, or it might have been the third round they won. I gave it all to Ray 7 with his expertise in that Uber tracking. He went ahead and just unleashed his full Uber on the red team twice and won them some key fights. So yeah.
No, shucks, I'm blushing.
How did you think the match went, Ray?
I think it went fantastic. I'm not a huge fan of roles. They're really no fun to play against, and they're really no fun to play as. You know, I just feel bad for the other team because I know how much it sucks. You know, I'm sorry. I just wish it could be more even. You know.
Yeah.
It's all your fault,
I thought there was a few good back and forths there.
Oh no, I'm not saying that the other team did terrible. I'm just saying, you know, they had better coordination, but we had better DM, I suppose.
Is that the humble brag there? It's like, oh, I'm not a fan of rolls. He just got slammed, nerd.
You know, I don't like rolling. I'll do it if I have to, but I really don't enjoy it. No, I'm kidding. It just sucks. I know.
Well, who do you think on their team did the best at not sucking?
I'd have to say Onage. Yeah, he got some pretty good picks on me, and he was obnoxious, which is something that a scout should be. So he was doing really well.
Do you know he's Onage Australian? He had like 250 ping.
Oh, hey, even better.
I did warn him.
It's like fighting a